let us get to it. In Roll20, the main things that you all are going to have to do is, just like in regular D&D, you're going to tell me what you want to do. I will inform you what you would have to do in response, which would usually be a D20 roll or some other sort of roll. You'll see in the corner of your screen on the left, there's a set of tabs, and there you will see that there is one with a dodecahedron with a D20 on it. If you just put your mouse over it, you'll see a whole set of options for dice come down, and you'll go to whichever one that I asked you to roll. So for instance, if I needed you to roll a d20, you could just click on that and roll it. Now, I've inputted everybody's character here.
Wait. Are we on the same screen?
So you should be seeing the picture Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Yes. Okay, I see that picture.
Yeah, cool.
Right.
So there's a tab on the right-hand side. You'll see chat, and you'll also see a journal. So if you all click on the journal, there shouldn't be much there, but there should be your character. So for instance, Darangya, which is what I named you, Andara. If you double click on that. If you're not seeing it,
okay,
1 second. You should see it now. Coming up for you. Yep, look into your journal.
Okay, cool. I see it now.
All right, double click on it.
Duranga Shadowfang. Oh, that's so cool. Thank you.
All right, now click on character sheet there.
Okay, yes.
And core. And basically, let's say I ask you to roll an investigation check. Go to the word investigation by your skills on the sheet and click on it. And it will pop up in the chat with your roll. So you don't have a lot to do. If you
in the chat. Okay, cool. So hit die. Everything kind of just popped up and my strength popped up. Okay, cool.
Cool. So in that case,
okay, guys,
the rolls happen.
Cool. So I see something that came up very essentially here. I will need to go get my glasses with my old self and put on these lights.
I hear you.
That's a lot of reading. There.
So yeah, we could, I think you could zoom in and out, but yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so today there won't be a lot of rules. Today will be a lot of introduction and getting you all into Saltmarsh. All right, so I'm going to be dealing with 4 very different characters who haven't known each other before. And these 4 characters live on the Sword Coast during the Kyoland, I would say, expansion phase of their history. The Kyoland Kingdom has been focusing its resources and its soldiers trying to advance north to claim more territory. A couple of things would have happened to make them stop doing that, and now they're looking to pay attention to previously forgotten, mostly, coastal city of Saltmarsh. This is the place that we all going to be meeting and adventuring on, and I would like to start off with our...
It's okay, go play your game.
I would like to start off with our lobby page. Is everybody on Roll20?
The same page that we were just supposed
to. Yeah, on Roll20.
All right, cool. All right, so let me introduce you to our lobby page. Now, on this page, we'll have a bunch of information that we'll be keeping track of during all of our sessions, and this information will be changing depending on what you'll do. So on top, you'll see that we have all of these characters. So we have Darangya, Onyx Star, Zach, Merkul, and we have our little owlet, which will be running around, flying around with Darangya. Next it, we'll have the session number, the level of the party, and the amount of gold that the party has, which is separate from the starting gold that all of you all jumped in with. But when you all become a party, you're probably going to get a group accountant who will keep track of the party wealth, and we will keep that number here. Underneath, you'll see some main objectives. All you all have to do today is settle into Saltmarsh. Then there are some side quests. You should be hearing some music in the background. Are you all?
Yeah, yeah.
Cool. So,
Yeah.
The music was
It's a bit
loud.
loud, Chris.
yeah, I just realized how loud it was and turned it all the way down. It seems to get quite loud in time. If we look over down by the side quest, we're going to see a little picture with the word missing on it. Someone is missing, it'll come up during the game, and that'll be
Oh,
there just to remind us that that's one of the things we have to keep track of. We also have a character who will care about Saltmarsh's loyalist versus traditionalist stats. And right now it's split down the middle 50-50.
Wait. Hold on 1 second. I think I still stuck somewhere else seeing the Ranga thing that I'm not supposed to be seeing. Hold on, and the chatting. Or wait, I zooming out. Right. Okay. I think I seen what we supposed to be seeing. Right. Cool.
Cool. So generally, zooming in, out, and moving around on your screen should take care of you.
Yeah. I seen it.
So
I seen it.
don't get anxious. There's nothing wrong if you're a little bit lost. I will let you know when there's something you have to look at. Also, I can make you look at something as a DM by pinging it.
Oh,
Speaking of
cool.
which, I'm going to make you guys look at these temples. The number of temples that have been converted will be relevant to another one of our players. And as the game progresses, we will get that to update with higher and higher numbers. And there are also some circles at the bottom that may or may not mean anything. If you all get side quests that maybe I didn't plan or I did plan, and you all would like to include it here, you could let me know and we'll jump into it. Any questions
okay.
about our lobby?
No, pretty good. Pretty straightforward. Is that a bird I'm seeing on the by the characters?
Correct. There's an unnamed owl that will be accompanying Durangla.
Okay.
This song is good and then annoying.
Yes.
But I see that a lot of people are going back into mute. But I would like feedback during the game of being heard or not, especially right now.
I'm sorry. Apparently, my boyfriend's hobby, while my hobby is D&D, is playing music. So unless you all would also like chutney music as our second hobby, it would be
I hear you. I'm not hearing it, you
well,
know.
We're not hearing it
really,
either.
really.
No, we're
Okay,
not hearing
okay.
it.
Well, cool. All right. Well. All
Yeah,
right.
Gersha and Chris.
Let's go.
Um,
Okay. Well, if you all
it
hear it, let me know. Let me know because you just hook up music,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Okay.
Gersha and Chris. Um,
Okay.
the feedback issue
If
might
if
be solvable
I
if
have
it is you'll get headphones. You'll have headphones on.
No, I
No, what
don't.
happened?
All right, so that
I'm
might
in
be.
like my family watching TV in the next room, so that's what you'll be hearing us at the TV and air conditioning and feedback and stuff. So
um
that was on mute.
All right, cool. Um,
I just want to say that it's always a great idea to, check out all those wonderful sales that they have on Amazon because they have the best sales for headphones. Just throwing that
are
out
you
there.
getting paid? You're gonna make it seem like we're being.
No, I just saying, like them Black Friday sales. Just,
All right, let's stick to the
I
point over here. We want to jump into Saltmarsh, and the first thing that I'm going to be dealing with is a character, a water genasi called Merkul. You could correct me about that. Merkul. I think Merkul sounds cool. Let me know.
think it's miracles.
Sure, sure, you're up.
That's not Gersha. That would be Chris.
Oh, Chris. Oop, my bad.
That's
I
okay.
see blue, that's why.
Yeah. So Chris.
Yeah, what's up?
All right,
What about
Chris. We
Mukul?
are starting off with you. Say his name for me.
Oh yeah, yes. I mean, whatever you want to call him is fine. Yeah, my character is so I'm Mukul, water genasi, rogue, normally looking for the next heist. You guys hearing me?
Yes,
Yes.
loud and clear.
Yeah, so normally looking for the next heist, but I've been having these fever dreams of late, and well, I've wound up in Saltmarsh to find out, just what really has been bringing me here. What's at the bottom of this?
So you haven't quite reached into Saltmarsh proper yet, Merkul. You would have been traveling along the Sword Coast to get there, and you are quite close. You would see the environment around you changing. You'll see the soil around you getting a little bit moister. The plants around you um, changing to more coastally expected plants. And the day is coming to an end is probably going to be a good idea for you to take a rest. As the night progresses and you are quite comfortable alone, you set up your fire, you have something to eat, and sooner or later, whatever happens besides that, you will fall asleep. And one of those fever dreams that you've been talking about um, is going to start to play in your mind. So, for you, Merkul, darkness is no stranger, but tonight her face is unfamiliar. It's so strange for unfamiliarity to remind you of home, but it does. Right now, you're home. This is the darkness of the depth of the sea. The cold water surrounds you and caresses you clumsily, like there must be a storm at the surface. The current is strong, it's best not to fight it. The water shifts in and out of your gills. Suddenly, there is a shape birthed from the darkness. It is jellyfish. The creatures, they move are moved more than they move themselves, but they're dangerous all the same. They hover like ghosts in the now white water, sort of people, like people stuffed into a room. In fact, very much like people stuffed into a room. You see a room form around you, first with your sense of smell, and then afterwards with your sense of sight. First, you see someone walking down some stairs with a potion in her hand. Then you'll see that as you look around more and more, that there are quite a lot of people in this room. This room is lit by torches on sconce, by candles, and by the personalities of people you recognize to be criminals. You struggle to make out exactly what it is they're saying. It all sounds like murmurs to you, except for one thing, a name that you've heard in your dreams before, Kreb Schenker. You awaken sweat doused days as morning has come. Share with us what's going through your mind, Barku.
Guys, if you can hear me, just check in first.
Yes.
Yep.
So well, I just had the craziest dream, but I think I saw something that might be important.
Wait. First of we're not with you.
Yeah, you are alone.
Oh, okay. Well, talking to myself. Sorry, what am I saying?
Just share with us as the players what's going through your mind.
Um, well, I like this. I like that the this interactive approach is very good for the storytelling. Definitely haven't seen that before.
Well, is Merkul, does he connect any of the things that happen in this dream to any of his dreams from the past?
Well, apparently I remember this. I
Crap.
seem to have, well, from what I've watched, I seem to remember that there was a place named the Empty Net.
Yes,
and it
it's
seems to be that.
it seems like you were in the empty net, and it has been a topic of your dreams quite a lot. That, as well as the theme of ghosts, um, and the theme of water. You felt like you were at home. Can you tell us anything about Merkel's home?
Well, it's I really just remember the swamps, the crabs and the darkness and the fog, and we always were playing tricks on people.
Very nice. So,
So there was always the sounds of crickets and frogs.
I like that addition of sound. So yeah, you're getting closer to swampland, and you could tell because, as you said, you grew up in swampy waters, and you could smell it. You could smell that you're close. You know that you're close to Saltmarsh. As you continue and you pack up your stuff, and do you have any breakfast or drink any water?
Yeah, definitely. I take us the smallest bit of my breakfast and the smallest, well, a decent swig of water.
All right, cool. Well, just take a note of your rations, and let us continue as you start walking towards the direction that you know to be Saltmarsh. You would notice someone further along the road. Maybe someone who didn't sleep as late as you. Maybe someone who has more of a rigorous kind of lifestyle. Alex, describe what he sees.
My PC.
Yep.
I I am a hold on. I actually have a description. I'm a slightly taller. I'm a dwarf. More or less. I am slightly taller than normal dwarf. Been around 4 foot 9 inches. Brown, medium build, dark brown hair. I have long hair. I have covered in armor. I have chainmail on. I'm about middle aged. I'm about middle aged. Um, in terms of thing. Um, anything else you need to know?
No, from that far, that's probably all he'd see. But
Mm,
y'all aren't that far apart. You're probably about 60 feet, enough for a dash action to get you if you wanted to. Do you want to be
hmm.
seen by him, Merkul? All right, so
Chris.
Merkul will continue along, walking separately from your character, Alex. Alex, you have a rolled up note in your hand.
Okay.
Yeah, and this note is something that you got after serving a lot of valuable time, as you might think it was, in the Kyoland army. You
Hmm.
were granted a wonderful honor of a stipend to be used for living expenses in Saltmarsh. You
Hmm.
know politically the reason that you're being sent to Saltmarsh is to
Hmm.
sort of tip the scales towards the loyalists. Um,
Yeah.
Perspective. Uh, what's going on with you as you walk towards Saltmarsh?
As I walk down the salt marsh, I'm just thinking of the potential of a better lifestyle for me, for my family and I. We grew up poor. We were from Waterdeep. Um, it was not a. It started off as a it thought it'd be a good business. My family was into smithing, but as more merchants and trade got into the town, business kind of fell. So I joined the army to better myself, to at least find another way of income. And well, when I heard about the when I as I was serving and I got better, I was I volunteered to help liberate Salt Marsh for the crown with the hopes of a better lifestyle for my family. So I'm just thinking about what I need to do. Just follow the orders and just stay convicted in my convictions.
Very nice. You hear trickling water up ahead, and you recall when last you looked at a map, you should have been approaching a river. So you
Mm-hmm.
know that you're probably an hour, maybe less than an hour away from Saltmarsh.
Okay.
Yeah. Meanwhile, as you look ahead, before you can see the river, what you will see is a bunch of trees clustered together to make a
Mm-hmm.
small forest, you could say. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and Yeah, from there you could hear the sounds of different birds. You could see some egrets and herons in that area. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it looks like it may have rained last night.
Right.
Everything looks lush. The air seems very clean, no dust in it at all. And
Mm-hmm.
you, past the sound of the river, could perhaps hear uh, some waves to your left.
Mm-hmm.
But you know that you will continue along this road, which will lead you straight towards what you assume is the river.
Mm-hmm.
Onyx, Gersha,
No, no, I heard you. I was just unmuting. It was taking a while.
cool.
I'm here.
Yes, Gersha, you look down to your smooth yet skilled hands. Being a water genasi has blessed you with a lot of biological advantages.
Come on.
Give us a little mute there by
Yeah. Say he's
Alex.
passing by. Yeah. Well, no, he's.
All right, cool. So yeah, yes, you look down to those scales and you see a scar that you're familiar with, one that to you is a blessing, but to most it is a roadmap to some of the trauma that you might have been through. There are forks of slightly raised skin, slightly darkened scales along your arms, on your legs, your chest, your neck, all the way up to your brow and your forehead and the top of your skull. You've been struck by lightning. Your god wasn't one that communicates directly with his followers very often, and so your heavy devotion has often been met with scrutiny. Quite recently, when you decided that uh, the word of your god, which asked you to go to Saltmarsh and to extend his presence as a deity to Saltmarsh, your decision to turn that aspiration into action was met with people saying that you're a hoax, that you don't know what you're talking about, that Kranos is not a god who would speak to you. Who are you to be spoken to speak for him? Who are you to do anything for him? And in that moment, a bolt of lightning came down from the stormless sky and struck you right between the eyes, which resulted in the forked scarring all along your body. After that happened, nobody doubted you where you came from. If those scars would be enough to convince those of Saltmarsh, you're not completely sure. You do know that there is already a deity's presence in Saltmarsh. Prokan, Prokan, sailor of sea and sky. He's a chaotic neutral deity of the sea and weather. He offers his clerics access to a domain similar to yours, one of tempest. The storm rages through you and your fellow followers of Kranos, as it rages through the followers of Prokan. And the similarities of these two gods may be advantageous and get people to slip over, but it also may be heavily disadvantageous as they already have a god that meets a lot of the needs that you might be advertising. Uh, there's a lot of work ahead of you. You arrived just outside of Saltmarsh, but you gathered yourself by camping out in a thicket of many trees. And here you are. Inside these trees, you're quite covered from the sun. It's nice and damp inside here. It's comfortable. The sound of the water moving in the nearby Kingfisher River uh, is very comforting to you. As you look down to the Kingfisher River, you can see many herons extending their small necks and stretching, having already gotten their first meal for the day. They are maybe an hour or two ahead of you in terms of productivity. What do you do, Onyx Star?
I take a drink of water.
Do you take that
I
drink of
pack up.
water from your pouch or do you walk to the river?
I walk to the river and I take a long drink of water.
Okay, cool. So here is the first opportunity for you to move your character. So here it is. Yeah? You see her?
Mm-hmm.
You can
Yeah.
click on her and use your arrow keys to move her around.
Okay.
Yes, so yes. So you make it to the river. You see a lot of birds fishing, and you see some clean water by some rocks. Is very aerated as it passes through the rocks. You take a smell. There's nothing, no smell of death anywhere. This is very drinkable water.
I hate to hold up the group, but just 1 minute, please. I have to drop Lola outside. Just
Cool. So
please,
as
please give me
Onyx
two
is
minutes.
taking a sip,
Um,
um, as Onyx
Lola,
is
your dad's here.
taking that
Daddy's here.
sip, let us unmute. Yeah, Alex.
Okay.
Hold on. Yeah, Alex.
Mm-hmm.
Right, cool. So, Alex, you get the sense of somebody walking behind you. What are you doing?
Okay. I grip my I grip I pull out I hold my I take out my I let's see.
As you decide,
I
Chris, get ready to roll, huh? Go ahead, Alex.
I get my glaive ready, so and I start walking a bit slower, right? So when so if I hear him coming closer and wait, hold on, before I do that, um so you see I hear someone behind me.
Well, you do get the sense that someone is there, either
Okay,
by
well I
the experience of being watched,
mhm,
or by peripheral vision, or by hearing. Sound, it doesn't matter to me.
okay. Actually I will turn around and look and see who's behind me. I have my glaive ready if they are hostile.
All right, cool. Well, Merkul, this person who is walking ahead of you spins around to look at you. Um, you would have noticed the change in weight as he put his weight onto one heel ready to spin. And I will give you an opportunity to roll stealth if you would like to, but you don't have to. Tell me what you're going to be doing there, Chris. All right, cool. So, yeah, you see that this water genasi ducks down behind some leaves, some grass, but you can clearly see him. The grass is green, and he is blue. He is so starkly blue that hiding would have been quite difficult. And yeah, you're very aware that he's there.
I I I see when I notice him I look at him and I'll be like, why are you following me?
So he's quite a way away, so you would have to shout for that. You could walk a
Okay.
little bit.
Why are you following me?
Yeah, so Chris, you'll hear that this armored man over here, I'll pull up his picture. Yeah, he's holding his glaive and he asks why you're following him. You have failed to hide. Uh, Let us know what's up. With a +6 stealth boy, oh, good, it was meant to be.
Yeah.
So I will say, it's a free country. I wasn't stalking you. I was just minding my business by the river.
Hmm.
But wherever, I'm not hostile or anything. What's up with you? Why are you here?
I'm on my. Why do you? I mean, I wouldn't tell him that. I'm. That's none of your concern. I'm just saying. I'm just going to Saltmarsh. That's all. I'm just on my way to Saltmarsh.
Yeah, I have some errands in Saltmarsh too.
All right. Okay.
And I'm not too sure if got kicked out by mistake. You could double check mine,
No, here you are.
please.
You here?
You have to hide my
Uh,
picture, Chris. I don't think you'll see it.
After what? Oh, you have to. I can't hide the picture on your screen. You have to click
Oh.
outside of it.
after zoom
Yep.
in,
No, you just have to. Are you seeing a picture of a armored guy?
Ahmad. No, I seen a purple something.
Right, cool. Once you just click it, it will go away.
I seen a bar something. Your character.
Yeah, so
I
just click it and let it go away, so you can move to the other things.
cancel.
Right. So I'm gonna try to bring your camera over to me.
Okay.
Do you see it?
No.
You
No.
see the orange circle?
Mm-mm.
Are you seeing your character sheet still?
Mm-mm. I could try to come out and come back in.
Are you on the Roll20 tab?
Okay. Yes, I seen. Again pinged. Again pinged. I seen us. Yeah. Cool. Thanks.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
So yes, over here,
Yeah. Thanks.
Daranya, you also took to resting in this small little thicket. Um,
Chris, before we continue, I'll just say to Merkul, well, his character, like, well, as long as you are no threat to me, we can walk together.
Thanks, I appreciate that because I'm not really looking for a gang of thieves to jump me, so I don't mind teaming up with you.
All right, sure.
all
Hi,
right,
I'm back. Sorry, guys.
no problemo. Just in time for the introduction of Andara's character. So Daranya, you awake uh, as swiftly as you fell asleep. As your eyes open, you see that there's movement in this same set of trees over here, and you would notice a fair bit away from you the outline of someone, a woman, walking out of the underbrush and towards the river. You can see her. She hasn't seen you yet. Your owl is on your shoulder. Tell us what you look like because you are disguised right now. Do you look like a human girl, human man, elf?
Well, right now I actually look like human, as a human woman, and I have the same brown cloak that you see on me there. I have it covered over my head, and I'm just looking like a normal, not in no way, shape, form, or fashion. I'm looking like somebody that you're gonna feel alarmed, that you have to be worried about. But I'm actually here looking for my sister, as I said previously, as we discussed before, and I'm actually a spy. And I heard some rumors previously that there was a human trafficking ring in this particular area. So I am disguised and I am looking for my sister to. Okay, so that's really cute. Like, you just popped a little disguise face. Yeah, just popped a little disguise face, right? And I'm actually a half orc who has disguised myself as a half human looking for my sister. So I have my little owl with me there, and I will just be prowling around in the background to see if I could detect anything in the vicinity with this woman or anything else
Okay,
around.
cool. Go to your character sheet,
Okay, sure.
all right, and roll stealth for me. Roll perception for me.
Okay, help. So that would be um here on my character sheet.
Yeah, look where you would have your
And character sheet, and I go down to stealth. Stealth,
That
stealth, stealth,
perception.
stealth, stealth,
perception.
perception. Right. And what
Cool.
did I
So
see?
you're very troubled by the absence of your sister, and as a result, it's hard for you to concentrate. Looking around, you actually don't see too much. You're sort of holding on to a memory of you and your sister when you all were a lot younger. Could you share with us what that memory is? It's a very positive memory.
Looking around, I think back on when me and my sister were growing up at our parents' farm and we were learning about our parents' medicinal farm. We actually grew up um, with our parents as medicinal herb farmers, and um, it was actually quite alarming when they took her because it was strange that they would take somebody who, you know, it was just a farm girl. It wasn't like, a big city girl. It was just a simple farm girl.
And in this
So
memory, what were you all doing? What specifically was she doing? What were you communicating with each other about?
we were
Terrastats.
just out we were just out there in the lavender fields, and we were out there, and she was collecting the lavender in the baskets, and she was so happy, and I was there thinking that she had no idea the dangers that were out in the world, because as an actual human, I was the half orc in the family, and she was just a mere human. So she had no idea what dangers were out there. So me as the spy and hunter in the family, I kind of more derailed, and she kind of more stayed as the farm girl. So maybe it was a good thing that I derailed a bit, so I could go out and find her now. So, you know, all is well that ends well, and I know that I'm gonna find my sister. So hopefully, we shall find her soon.
Thank you very much. Um, the the four of you all are getting quite close to each other. If you all continue walking, you guys would probably come upon the river. Um, Duranya, will you stay hidden in the bushes or will you come out to meet them? Andara?
Mm, Well, I stay hidden, or will I come out to meet them?
Yeah,
Can I see them from the bushes?
yeah.
Are they um are they together, or are they like just walking?
You see
We're working
the group
together.
of two guys over here walking together, and they're walking towards the other person who seems to have slept in the same tiny little forest as you.
quite a nice profile picture for that half orc.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. I holler out at them, and then I walk towards them. How do they respond?
Okay, so I would like you to click on your character over here
Yeah.
and use the arrow keys to move her around.
Okay.
Yeah, cool. So you all would see this human female, probably in her mid 20s, walking towards the river, and she heals out to you all. Well, at least to this lady over here, to Onyx. The rest of you all will hear it. You two, you guys, you all will hear that as well.
Oh.
What do you all do?
Um, I don't know. What do we do?
All right, so you all arrive at the river. The river itself
Mhm.
is strong and moving. You could smell that the sea is nearby, and you could hear that the waves are crashing into what sounds like a harbor as opposed to a regular shore.
Mhm.
The hustle and bustle of a town is now starting to become apparent just vaguely in the background. Uh, Onyx, you'll see that there are two men walking up behind you. At the same time, somebody directly says hello to you. What do you do, Onyx?
I straighten up from taking a drink and I greet them graciously. The young lady that called out to me, I believe she called out to me, yes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I
Hello,
say
good day. And
good day to you.
I return the greeting and just as graciously, and I say, "Good day to you. Could you tell me if you have heard anything about any settlement nearby or any young children or girls around? I'm looking for my sister."
Good day to you. May the storms forever be in your favor. I'm new to the area myself, but I'd love to walk with you to the settlement. Perhaps we can get to know it together. Who do you serve?
I serve myself. I
Yeah.
serve my sister for now. Who do you serve?
The truest of the true, the sea god.
Mhm.
Why don't we talk and walk?
The truest of the
Come, my
true,
friend.
the truest of the true God? That's what we said?
Yeah.
Hmm.
She have the voice of a converter down horse, like
Mhm.
Okay. Okay. Alright. Let's just walk then, shall we? What about the guys? Are they with you?
No, we have not joined up with you all.
but they can see you all. And
Yeah.
in fact, you all could have heard that exchange.
So I I
Oh yeah.
I I, I look over at them inquiringly as to well, are you all just gonna stand there?
Um, I look at her and I'm like, um,
Do you all have
children, you
money?
see. I was like,
Do
children, you see. "W- What are you looking for children? Why are you looking for children?
okay, the background noise I hear is the game meant. It's game.
Yes.
Okay, cool, right.
Oh, jeez, and ages.
What?
Sorry,
Sorry.
I'm not home alone and it's quite creepy.
No, no, no.
It's
I'm
creepy.
reading the chats.
Okay, right. Carrying on. Okay. Carry on.
Yeah.
Mm,
I ask. Yeah. So I ask your character, Andara, why are you looking for children?
Why am I? Um, sir, didn't you hear me? I was looking for my sister.
Oh, I,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
oh, I'm sorry. I was not paying attention.
Okay, clearly you were
Yes.
distracted, sir.
Mm,
Clearly,
yes, I was. I had
clearly,
my
like,
mind was elsewhere on my own mission.
okay, sure, sure.
Hmm.
Well,
Where are
would
you heading?
would you care to join us on our endeavor, on our quest to that
To
leads us to the next settlement?
Sure, I don't mind accompanying you. I'm sure my traveler, my traveler wouldn't mind this.
Sir, Alex.
Sure, I
Yeah,
have no problem. I
right.
um I haven't seen her either, but if I do, I'll let you know.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what do
Words.
you mean? It sounds like you know her already. How do you know the sister? What do you know?
No, I just said that I don't know who she is. I didn't
Uh,
see anybody missing. But
uh-huh.
if I see somebody missing, I'll let her know.
All right. All right. All right.
You know what I want to know? I'm just saying, right? Like, look at everybody's profile picture here, and look at Chris. Like, Chris, w- what is, what is his
He's a
picture?
bear with.
That is a man
No, I'm
shark
not.
bear, a
Oh,
zombie
that was
man
from a
shark
I'm
bear.
previous
not.
game, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
not speaking about Chris the man shark bear. I'm speaking about the other Chris. What is it?
Oh,
Is that like a
That's something
god?
from Facebook.
Is that a
What?
god squid head
No, it looks like a
demon?
beast person. It looks like a
That
djinn.
was just something I had on Facebook. I'll put something else then. If people so disturbed about it.
No, no, I was just inquisitive. Anyway,
But
carry
I
on.
don't know
Let's
what it
let's
is, you know.
let's move on. Let's carry on.
Everybody give me a perception roll, please.
Okay.
for some reason I'm rolling with advantage, Chris. Why am I? Why is that?
So the character sheets always roll twice, just so that you don't have to go through the trouble of saying with advantage or disadvantage. We will
Okay, so
always use the
that's
first
just a
of the two.
perception check, right?
What
That
is
means
up with
okay.
these
So
rolls? Why are you all
all
so
right.
attentive?
That means I okay. That means I rolled with thing. I got not 20 then.
Yes, you did.
That's a perception check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was looking
Alrighty.
at this map and I could see that I could have swear I see snow on an island. I never see that effect on roll 20 before.
Well, I had to pay for it, but I want to
Yeah,
treat you
that's
all
no, but
nice.
it's real nice because I'm so accustomed with playing like basic low resolution roll 20.
Well, you used to pay for it. No, you're paying. I
Doesn't
have to
seem
give
like you
you.
pay for it.
No, I have to give you a good product if you're paying well.
Huh. I see
So
what you did.
yeah. Once you all spend money on me, I'll spend time and money on you guys. We grow together. With those outstanding roles and also Andara's role, um, y'all are going
What
to
was my
notice
role? I
something.
want to see what is my role because I feel like if all my rules is scrap.
You don't see it
Check
on the
the
chat.
chat.
Okay, okay. No,
I
I'm not
scroll
seeing
down.
it.
Yeah, this roll is crap, correct.
Is
Click
it
You're
on
in
not
like
chat.
mistaken. It's eight.
is
It's
it
the
is it
first
eight
tab
then?
and
Is it
scroll
It's a
is
down.
it
eight.
ugly thing is eight then?
Yes, it's
Is
Yeah.
eight
eight.
then?
It's a
Yeah.
eight. It's eight.
So because y'all are so very, very good over here, y'all will notice this boy
Hmm.
Wait,
and this
except
boy
Pandara.
over here and Andara, you will notice that
Nothing.
that the river has started to smell a little bit stinky.
Okay. Okay. Pungent odor. Noted.
Yeah, Onyx and um sorry, Merkul. Onyx and Merkul, y'all with your rolls, you will also notice that there seems to be a bit of blood in the water and a tinge of death there. You hear the brushing of leaves up on this height. You will see something shiny glisten with the sunlight of the morning light and follow that to the eyes of a creature that you're familiar with, a green skinned, tiny, mischievous creature that mostly stays in subterranean caves but ventures out when they need to make enough mischief. And another one over on this small island over here. As
Yeah.
that happens, I need everybody to roll for initiative for me, and let's get it started in
Jeez and ages. Well, not one. I'm last.
here. So, also before you roll initiative, and you'll get to roll again because you're so. Yeah, Chris, I'll keep your 20. Don't worry, you wouldn't have to lose it. If you click on your character before you roll initiative, it will automatically provide you with a turn. So
Say
you'll
that
just,
again. What?
if you click on your character when you roll initiative, it will automatically put you in the turn order.
Oh,
Oh, my mistake. I don't have control over my icon.
All right, I'll take care of you.
oh wait. It says you wanted to send the track result of this rule to the turn tracker, but no valid token was selected.
So
Huh?
did you click your token and then do it?
Trying to click it.
Basically,
Let me
when you
see.
click on your token, you will see a bunch of numbers pop up around it, like bars and stuff. And
Yeah, I'm not
that's
getting that.
what it means.
Yeah, I'm not getting that.
Then you switch over to, yeah.
All
I
right,
don't know
cool,
what
no
I'm
problem.
clicking.
I'll add in your thing and we'll figure that out
I really don't
afterwards.
know what I'm supposed to click. I not
On your
You
character sheet, click initiative.
yes.
initiative.
Initiative is like at the
All
top
it's
middle.
you see how listen to people is a bad thing all the time. I don't put on the light because I'm not really gonna be clicking nothing and don't put
Oh,
on
I
my
don't
glasses.
remember telling you not
And
to
now
put
I
on the
can
lights or not to get your
no
glasses.
you see okay you see we wouldn't really be doing much. Wait, hold on, I'm coming back. 1 second.
I did say we wouldn't be doing much rolling. This is not much
Mm,
rolling. But I want to make sure today everybody learns how to roll 20 so that next week
mm.
we in our total gears.
Okay, but as we
Alex, which
progress,
role you taken by?
Um,
I given you a choice.
I'm at 11.
All right. And
Yeah, somehow I can't select my token. I don't know why.
I know what's up. The girls had their tokens prepared for them because of I did it before today. Your
Hmm.
character's name is Zach with a Z. All
Prince
right. Cool.
Right now I got it.
of the sea. Was Little Mermaid a water genasi
No,
or
she
a
was a
tavern?
mermaid.
Hmm.
Or if you want to go literally, she was a homosexual lover.
Huh?
What?
When Hans Christian Andersen wrote it, it was sort of a means for him to express how the society that he lived in
We're in my
made
tavern.
loving the man that he loved as difficult as loving somebody from a different world, i.e., somebody under the ocean and somebody above the water.
You know, I heard somebody talk about that on Facebook yesterday.
Facebook is
I
not the place to
think it may
trust,
be a
so
Triton.
so you don't have to worry about that.
Seeing as her
No,
father's
but no,
name
but
is
it's the same.
Triton.
It's the same thing with Alice in Wonderland as well. You know, it sounds exactly like the same story you're saying
Well,
for
Alice in
Lewis
Wonderland
Carroll.
was
Stop
a little bit more
ruining
disturbing because
childhoods.
Lewis Carroll, it doesn't ruin it, it gives it extra depth. You could simultaneously appreciate both
Yeah,
sides of the
yeah,
story.
too deep. Too deep.
All
Yeah, I
you
don't
Way
think
too
you
deep.
want to dig too deep into Alice in Wonderland.
you
Let's just
telling
say
me
it's
that water
creepy,
genassis
creepy.
are telling me too deep?
Well, we know what the depths of the ocean
Yeah, I'm familiar with Lewis Carroll.
show.
It
Yo,
is
we sir are depth
difficult.
specialists.
Yes, okay.
Trust
So,
me,
um,
we want to go that deep.
all
There's
right, cool.
darkness. There's darkness beyond darkness.
So, yes, as we starting off here, this goblin is going to realize that it was noticed, and it's going to fire off a crossbow at this water genasi right over here. Does a 1 second, please. Yeah, does a 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Does an 11 hit you, sir?
No, 12.
Cool. So, you see this goblin aiming at you, and you get the impression that you need to move from the spot that you're in, and you hunch down, and the bow flies over your head, and you could hear the thud as it hits the dirt behind you, and you could hear the sound of him ducking back down into the shrubbery and cracking back up his crossbow to put another bolt in. Um, Daranya, it's your turn. You've just seen a bow fired at this blue gentleman over yonder. Um, but from where you are, you couldn't necessarily make out who fired it. What do you do?
That's me, and that's how you pronounce
Ooh.
my name.
Yes,
Daranya.
Daranya.
Okay. Okay. What do I do? You said I saw a bow fired at me, but from that
No, the bow is fired
position,
at this blue gentleman over here, Merkul.
uh-huh.
But from where you are, this over here, this is a bit of a hill, so you can't see who fired it with your perception roll. You just know that it was fired from around this general area. That being said, what I'm saying is that this goblin has like total cover from you, so you can't hit him from where you are. You could look around and see that there's a goblin over here, however, and try to shoot at him.
Okay, cool. Could I check and see what kind of attacks that I have available? I see I have poison spray, dart, quarterstaff, and bludgeoning available, right? And my basic would be like the poison spray.
But if you can't see the enemy, you can't attack them.
Well, she can't see one of the enemies. Now,
Oh,
a
I can
dart's
see one.
range is you could see one of them. The other one, there's another one that you can't see.
Well,
Right.
Um,
There is one that I could see, right? I
yeah.
think
Yeah,
so.
that's supposed to come
This
on.
one
But
here.
they're all very, very far away from you. You'd probably have to use some of your movement to run forward.
Okay.
Or you all could run away.
run away, he says.
Yep, they have some very secure spaces over here, and even though these look like 5 foot hexes, they aren't.
Oh,
Yeah, this guy is
Oh,
360 feet away from you, and this
okay.
guy is 360 feet away from you.
Okay. Okay, okay, that's a lot more thing. I tell them, well, we see it. Well,
Okay.
for me, I'll tell them it's best to retreat into the bushes. They're too far for us to get to them.
Taranya, do you take his advice?
I agree.
Alright, cool.
I agree. We should. After you.
Does anybody in the group
Am I saying
disagree?
yes? Ha ha ha.
Does anybody in the team disagree? If
well, they're so
everybody.
far away, I can't do anything. So we just take cover and get out of there.
Alright, cool. So if the entire
Because we're
group.
new to, because I'm new to the area, I would just take cover and get out.
Perfect. So if everybody is going to
Yeah,
do
yeah.
that, you all can do a team action. Just all of you all just retreat. As you retreat, and
Right.
you can hear the goblins sniggering at you, and it seems like they're not interested in following. They just didn't like how close you were to something or the other. As you'll find cover in these shrubs over here, you will hear the sound of the town increase.
Hmm.
But if we looking for a sister, maybe we should investigate that.
Yeah,
Listen,
I agree, but they
we're
ambushed
not
us.
looking for her sister. She's looking for her sister. I'm
Yeah,
looking for followers. I
and
gotta get to the
I have my
town.
own mission.
Yeah, so you have an
We
opportunity to gain
just
a
met her.
reputation.
Yeah,
So this
and
is
I'm not.
heroism. So
We'll
get
help
Durania,
her when we
somebody when
get
you
to the
go into
town.
town.
Durania, they're saying this
So
out
we could
loud, huh?
we could advance on them. They're not sounding like they're high level or anything.
Level? What is
Um,
level you speak of?
Exactly.
at this
Yeah, these
point, we
people is
may find
rubber
her
slipper
sister in
level.
the town.
It's a sapat level.
We'll be safer in the town to investigate.
Yeah.
Uh, we could get some good gold and stuff from them. You know, they're stealing from people, so we could get good money to spend in the town.
Just
Mm.
reached. My resources are full. I'm not dying right now, and I don't rescue anyone
I
unless there's
understand
a
what you're
crowd.
saying. I understand what you're
And what
saying,
the other
but you know,
people?
it's too much of a risk to get it. I say, if I suggest if you want to get them so badly, we should just find another way of not getting ambushed away from their line of sight, so they don't shoot us when we approach them.
I say we get to the town and make our
Does anybody
assessments
have any
then.
spells? Like, does anybody have any cloud cover or anything like that?
No, I
I
don't.
have some spells, but
Darkness.
oh, by the way, Chris, Jonathan, Jason,
Yes, Jonathan.
JJ, Jonathan, I
Yeah.
still have the two that you wanted me to remove. Can I use them, seeing as you left them?
Well, yes,
It's only fair until you take them away.
I have failed you. By that logic, if I accidentally remove more, would you be stuck with them?
No, if you accidentally remove more, then you must rectify it and give me a third.
Okay, cool. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I have the guiding bolt. I guess I could use that if you need. I have also fog
Is
cloud.
So guiding
fog
bolt
cloud?
would
Wait,
just be a
what does
little
fog
bit.
cloud do?
You could click on fog cloud to bring the description up in the chat so everybody could read it.
Okay,
20-foot
so I've
radius.
got fog cloud, guys.
Well, you will have to cast it at
I
distance
know.
away from us because if you put the fog cloud on us, we will all be blind. So,
Yeah, but
is
that
in
really
other words,
where put in the fog cloud.
Behind us so we could run to the village safely.
Mm.
I mean, no, if we run into the
Where the
village, they
village?
shouldn't be able to hit.
Where the village and where the people? I mean,
The people, how do
mm,
I click? How do I get my marker?
um,
Yo, what?
My circle marker thingy, like what you have, Chris.
When you click, you hold it down. You
Oh,
have to have the select move
I
right.
thing.
don't, I don't
Okay.
think we should go like more this side. My ping is purple. I like that, but
I'd like to go here.
yeah, I think we should go there too. This ping, this place that I'm trying to ping me
So the
here.
fog cloud could provide you all with
This here,
some
yeah, I think
obscurity,
we should go here.
but moving through the shrubs, you're already heavily obscured, and therefore it would be quite difficult to see you. The fog cloud would be a cool thing to conjure up just for some additional um,
Covered.
coverage, if you
Okay.
like.
I don't think
Well,
we should
Chris, if
waste
you
it
really
though.
want to attack, I guess I could do the fog cloud and it will allow you and warrior guy over there to attack and make a name for yourselves. But we must split the whatever you steal.
I think that we should save our
Good. Homegirl
energies
say, you guys
together.
can go fight. I will contribute one fog cloud.
I wanna go. I'm leaving you guys. Bye.
Sorry, but how big is the body of water? Like,
Yo,
is it
the
just a
one
Very
puddle?
big.
person we're trying to save is leaving us. Do you guys not just see this? The one. This is why you
Well, no,
never check
no.
for people you just met. You trying to save her sister, and she's like, "I'm out." Peace.
All right, okay, so we could always come back later to do that because we have an idea where our market is. So we could always come back later
This
and
Aren't we
plan a
supposed
better
to be
route.
trying to
this is
save her
why in
sister?
Walking Dead, none of you guys live. You know, this is
You
why
must be a really
you guys are
cute.
wasting resources. You guys are
Well,
wasting.
you know, it's a combat game. It's not a running. It's not a fleeing game.
That is
This is
debatable.
not
I
parkour.
That
personally
is debatable for
disagree.
real. That is very
This is
debatable.
not really parkour we talking about here. You know,
Also,
it's
I will say,
national sport.
I did warn you all on the chat
Chris, are
ahead
you
that
into old crones?
I would
Because
easily
she
kill
says
you all.
she's disguised as a mild, meek older lady. You want to go jump and fight for her? Okay, watching you.
Okay, so we go to this the village then.
I
All
thought he
right.
said I was a
Hanging our
20.
heads in defeat.
Wait, hold on. I thought I was a 20-year-old. He said I look like a 20-year-old. What are you talking about, old crone?
Oh, I thought you were an older woman that is meek and mild and non threatening.
No, I
That's where I
said
got that from.
no, I said I was non-threatening. I didn't say I was meek and mild. I said I was
Oh,
But
I
non.
heard the
I like the
non-threatening. I thought was
I
energy.
the
said I
I
was
thought
like the
older
energy.
lady.
non-threatening.
As soon as you think non-threatening, is like that can't be a 20-year-old woman.
So do all 20-year-old women appear threatening? Is
Well,
that like
thank you
Yes,
for
yes, that
wait,
practice.
clarifying. That
okay.
explains quite a lot why this my fellow water genasi was being told to fight. Thank
Onyx,
you. Makes much
Onyx.
more sense.
Go to your character sheet, Onyx.
Certainly, sir.
Yeah, look to the top left corner. It should left corner. You'll see a part
Mm-hmm.
written inspiration.
Alex,
Alrighty.
Alex,
You see it?
what are you doing
She
over
gets
there?
inspiration. Okay.
What do you mean
Alex,
I'm doing what?
Alex, what are you
What?
doing over there?
What do you mean?
Why?
What's wrong with be
That's
what's
not
wrong with
What are
being
you
here?
Alex.
doing? What are you doing with goblins?
That's
I'm
not
not
Why
over
do you
there.
Alex.
have a you want?
Yeah,
There's
I got, but I can't click on it.
all right. Well, I'll give it to you. Doom. Do you see
Yeah,
that little
I,
Oh,
sign
I
there?
yeah, I can't move my icon
yeah.
either.
Cool. So that would mean that once, for this session, you may succeed as much as possible for one roll.
Oh, thank you.
Yes?
It means that when you do whatever, you have
Mhm.
advantage.
No, no, no.
So
On
he
Okay,
gives
I
you
my
one
like
advantage.
in
advantage.
my sessions, inspiration work a little bit different. If you have inspiration, you could choose to use
Mhm.
your inspiration for one success as much as
Success.
possible. So it's not
Okay.
necessarily a success, but as much as success as possible. Like if you try to fly, you will jump really cool because you can't fly.
Eh,
So
yeah.
you have that option. You don't have to roll. You just succeed as much as you would.
Okay, cool.
At the
Alrighty.
end of today's session, it'll expire, and you all
Thank
get
you.
that whenever you role play interestingly or
Mm.
admirably. Mercule, there's no reason I think you shouldn't be able to move that character sheet. Let me see that character token. Edit. In player Chris B. Okay, cool. Now I know why. Chris B. Try it again now.
Yes.
Wonderful. As you all
I
get
can move. I can
as
feel my legs.
as you all get
Finally,
closer
finally.
to
I
the
call the mighty Kranos.
Hey, look, lavender. That
so
reminds
this
me of the
isn't
Lord,
feels with my
I'm
exactly
sister.
healed.
lavender.
Lord,
Um,
I'm
That
healed.
reminds me of the feels with my sister. How
roll
beautiful.
nature.
Mm.
All right, with a 14, you could tell that that isn't the lavender that you've been exposed to. You think that this might be something called coastal lavender or sea rosemary, and it only grows in coastal regions. But it does look quite similar, and it makes sense that it would remind you of your sister.
Mhm. Mhm.
Being
The
an acolyte, I collect some for my bag.
cool take d roll a d20 for me. Nature. Roll nature.
Afraid. Afraid. I feel my D20 look like a D1.
You got this.
Oh.
The nature roll that I want to get is from Onyx for foraging some of the lavender, the sea coastal lavender.
Okay.
Alright, with an 11. Okay, Cole, roll a
Okay,
d4
so
for
I'd
me.
have to. Okay, so I'd have to roll. It's just on accent.
Yeah.
Are you foraging as well?
Yeah, 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 as well, cause he
Alright.
is lavender, me,
Alright, roll a
sister.
d6.
Okay.
Am I
As
rolling?
yes.
Yeah, roll
Gersha,
that T4, please.
Gersha, roll a d4 for Onyx. Guys, you see these ladies rush up towards the purple plant,
Hmm.
um, and start to pick. One of you all has a herbalism kit, right?
No, I don't have one.
Merkul, do you?
Me
Somebody?
neither.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So
Christopher, where find an D6?
the
We're
D20
gonna
on the side, on the left hand side menu. Put your mouse over it, and you'll see a whole set of options for dice. Come on, right where you'll see the arrow and the paintbrush, I assume, and the question mark. You should also see a D20. You find it, Andara?
Isn't there a way just to
No.
roll this dice? Like actual roll it on?
Okay,
Wait,
just like let me just give me like a airy. Okay, okay, yes, I seen it. I seen it now. Thank you. Found it. D what I rolling? What is that? A
D6.
D6? D6? Okay. So I just clicking on D6.
Yeah, and you roll
Yep,
six.
cool. Both of y'all rolled crits on your stuff, so yeah.
But when I click on D6, nothing happening.
No, that's
You're
not
not looking
true.
at your chat.
That's
Look
not
on the
true.
chat box.
It rolling. Now, if y'all want to see actual dice,
It
for
rolling or
instance,
no? Or
like y'all could
It
see
it
my dice
rolls.
here.
did it roll?
Yes, look in the chat box. All our rules will be sent to the chat box.
Oh, that. I think that is a problem because I'm not seeing the chat box at all.
You don't have the chat box open. It's supposed to be on your left side of the map.
It
It's in
Missing.
it's impossible to close. I wish I could hide my chat box.
I not seeing no chat box
We,
on.
we understand that, but it can't
top
close. So it
right.
might just be that you zoomed in on
You
your
see where you're
browser
magnified?
and
go
you
to
need
the
to
top right.
zoom
Do you
out.
see three little lines
Yeah, three
right
lines.
next to the plus and the minus? The scale? Click
Yeah,
on
next to
that
the
and
scroll.
it should come
Next to
up.
the scroll. Top. Oh,
Snap to center. Show to others.
no, that's the opposite
All
side.
right, I see what you're talking about. Right.
Guys, I never do that before.
Snap to
This is the
I
best.
don't know.
Roll 20 is the best now. This is
What
so
are we
good.
talking about?
All right.
What are
And
you talking about?
Andara, wait,
Okay,
hold on. I'm gonna send something to the chat in the Nat 20 chat so you'll see.
Okay, cool.
meanwhile, everybody else, you all know how to get the digital
It
dice to
look
come up.
green. Look green on the map earlier. Whoa.
If you go
That's so
to
Sorry,
cool.
what were you saying, Chris?
if you all go to my settings and go down to dice options, you could click
Mm-hmm.
enable 3D dice and automatically roll 3D dice, and then you all will see the dice flying across the
Right,
screen.
Andara, look on the Nat 20
Thank you.
on the Tuesday chat. You'll see the icon you have to press.
Okay, hold on, right? I am willing to send a picture of my screen to
Let's move past this. It's not important to me. I could see that you rolled a six, so you don't need to see it. You
okay.
collected six plumes of this coastal lavender, and you successfully put it
Oh yes,
into
I get it.
your
I seen it.
pouch.
I seen it. I seen it.
Um,
Yes, thank you.
the Gersha, you collect four, and you could keep it in your backpack. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so as you all are continuing on, you'll be passing a field where you'll see a couple farmers, a little boy and girl helping their father to tend to the coastal lavender that they have over here. You'll pass their farmhouse and continue along this road.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, continue along this road till you come to a fork right over here. Yeah?
Where? All right, there.
Yeah, so at this fork, um, you'll have to make a decision. You are in the town, and yeah, there's a lot that you could see. To your left, you will see a large building. Um, this building, it's a mansion. It seems like a house, just like a huge house. And to your right, you see some smaller houses colonially styled, and
Mm-hmm.
then further down you could hear what sounds like the action of a tavern in this direction.
Could you ping the
Mm,
mansion? I would like to see the mansion upon the map, please. Thank you.
Okay, here is the mansion. You all could walk towards it if you like.
mm. All right.
So if you walk there and you look a little bit closer, you will see a finely crafted mansion, very tall, a lot of windows, 3 stories high, hardwood door with golden
Ooh
trimmings,
la la.
all sorts of very attractive bits of paint. And this is longer than it is wide. And looking at it,
I
you'd
think I could.
see a cadre of a dozen guards, and they
Mm-hmm.
seem to be led by 4 veterans, all of them human. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, they're walking around. They seem to have different posts around this spot, and
Mm-hmm. Okay.
yeah, that's it.
Hmm.
Oh, give me a perception roll, anyone.
At 20.
All right, cool. Yeah, you'll notice a small sign saying Solmore House, Solmor House.
Okay.
Cool.
I approach one of the guards, saying that asking them, um, what is this? What is this? Is a beautiful house mansion. Who lives here?
Aye, a soldier. Welcome to Saltmarsh. Are you another one them who got you a stipend?
Yes, yes. And I show him my note that I had.
Ah, very nice. You'll be needing to go down to the to the
Mm-hmm.
city hall. That's a little
Mm-hmm.
bit more. And he points in this direction. You see the ping?
Where? Yeah, I see it.
Yeah. Yes, but yeah, this is the this is the Solmar family. Uh, I have to say that I won't be spending much time chatting, as I'm sure you understand as a soldier. I've got me a job.
Hmm. I understand. Yes, you must get back to your duties, sir. Thank you for talking with me.
No problem if you're looking for a little job, if you wanna be a merc, now that the war
Hmm.
is cooling down. We report
Hmm.
scaring,
Okay.
but I'm only telling you that because I could see that I could trust you.
Yes.
He
Thank
looks
you.
at you sort of intimidatingly with a 5. Looking on Merkul, you will get the sense that that this person that he's talking about, he just named the drop the name Scarin to get a reaction from Zach. It
Oh,
My well, when I hear the name Scaren, and I had like that. I don't know. That names mean nothing to me. I guess I don't think that name meant anything to me.
right.
So.
Well, when he sees that, he'll slap you on the shoulder and he says, "I was just joking, trying to find out
Mhm.
a little bit if you were one of the good ones. You don't want
Ah,
to be going around scaring. We report to the Solmars themselves.
okay.
Well, you best be getting over to the city hall. It's quite late already."
All right. Thank you. Yes, I will make my way to the city hall. I tell the guard.
Okay, man, okay.
Okay. Right. So I inform the group that I have to go to the city hall. I don't know if y'all want to come with me or y'all want to split up.
Why we had to go to City Hall?
I have to collect something there.
well, we could go there. I'll just point out that later on after, in no
Uh,
big hurry, I have appointments in the empty net.
You're very
But
soft
when
there,
we need
Chris.
to,
I don't know what you're saying, Chris. You're soft.
I was saying that I'll go with you guys first, but I'm just pointing out that later on, I also have an appointment in the empty net.
Okay,
you know,
sure.
you know what? I think that even though I do want to find my sister, we are all new here, and I now meet you guys, but you guys seem cool, so I wanna stick around you guys and make sure that we all stay safe. So
Mm,
I'm gonna stay wherever you guys staying. So if you guys gonna check out City Hall, I'll go with you guys.
okay.
So wherever you guys going, I'll go with you guys. All right,
All right.
for now. Yeah.
All right. Onyx,
every
anything?
city,
Yeah.
every city is known by two things. It's City Hall and it's Tarvin.
Mm-hmm.
So
Definitely.
I say yeah. So and it's getting
I'm
late. So I
certain
say
to
after
walk
City
to one of
Hall,
City
we'll go to the
Halls with you
cabin.
fellows.
Yeah. So yeah. So I make my way downtown, walking fast. This is fast. Home
And
down.
I'm homebound.
Home down. Right. I'm there. I'm at City Hall. I
Was
walk to
your
City Hall.
character singing that, by the
Okay.
way?
Sure. Why not?
Cool. Take an inspiration one
Thank
second.
you.
I appreciate that.
And along the way, I observe the people to get a feel for if they're
Yeah.
godly or not.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, and yeah, I'm singing behind them, and I'm not really sure what I am.
Mm-hmm.
I have no idea, none whatsoever.
And the crowds for your sister.
So yeah, y'all could make your way down to City Hall
Mm-hmm.
and
Chris,
yeah.
can you move?
Guys,
Yes.
a hypothetical question here.
Uh-oh.
Do you all think that if somebody came down and like told you that they were the universe and told you something that nobody else could possibly know except God because it was like a prayer that you alone said, would you believe that God was real?
Can I profit off of it?
Could we make this an in character question?
Sure.
Oh, if it's an in character question.
It is an in character question. Because because this is the person who this is the person in France. So this is like the L person here, and this is like the person who is wondering, this is the person who's like, you know um I don't know if anybody ever looked at Bleach, like the first episode of
Cool.
Bleach,
So this is
which
out of
I never
character.
did. Yeah.
Yeah, so you just Google Holy Week.
Yeah, okay, but and I don't know, it's like the long story short, you guys know the Bleacher's sister, and like she sees stuff, but then she never believe it. Maybe she could be one of those versus the
I
opposing.
I look at you
Yeah, yeah.
with soft eyes and I smile and I laugh. Haughty, a haughty knowing laugh. And I
I
say, the truest God speaks daily. The question you should be asking is, are you listening?
and I'll be like, mic drop.
I would like you to roll a persuasion for me, please, Onyx.
Okay. I wish there was a way. Is there any way I can keep my character sheet up?
So there's
Yeah,
a
pop
fun
out.
thing that you could do
Yeah,
besides
you
popping
could
it
take it
out.
out.
You'll see,
Yeah, it pops out.
yeah, you could double click on it and it will just turn very translucent and stay floating, and then you could double click when you want it to come up.
Okay.
I could do this, but I'm not sure if you all can. Hold Alt and double click your character, and your character sheet pops up for me anyway.
It could turn translucent too? I didn't know it could turn translucent.
Oh, okay. It turned translucent. Okay, I got it back. Okay, great.
Edit. Ah, cancel.
18. Yes. Well, hopefully,
So
yes.
there's a strange thing going on here. You hear her talking about God. You hear the confidence and wisdom that seems to exude from each note of her voice, every cadence of each sentence that pours out from her lips. And there's a bit of inspiration here and a bit of questioning as your character is starting to ponder whether this woman has answers that you've been looking for. Not about your sister, but about yourself, about your world, about your universe, and about your place in it.
Hmm.
Oh, okay.
I would
Just
say
on a
you
side
leave
note, I figured out how to
it
turn off
on
the
it would
always
be
roll with
good.
advantage.
Okay, cool. I think it's better to leave it on.
Uh,
Is
I
it
don't like it
in
on.
the cogwheel of
Yeah,
your character sheet?
cogwheel.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
I
cogwheel.
think I got stuck somehow with this
Alright.
thing. I am trying to move my character sheet off. I don't know what I did. Anyway, okay.
You're very good
Yeah.
at finding situations that sound unfamiliar to us.
Mm.
Anyway, I'm learning new things. I think. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
DM,
so
the people around us, are we walking through a crowded village or are
How does
we
it look? What do we
pretty empty?
see?
so
So
Lucia, do you get to collect a tithe?
Pardon?
If you get to collect a tithe,
Oh,
I mean, if you get to convert
not
people, right?
not
So
yet, Chris. Not yet. You see, that's what's wrong with you men.
I
You
love
always
it.
want to
I
go in
love
for
it.
the
No,
kill
I
too
lick, I
soon.
lick my
no.
lips so that anticipation.
I was actually pondering. No, I'm being honest with you guys. I was actually pondering as I was thinking about her. Did you all see thing on top of the building? It was looking like a cross. And I was pondering, I was like, does that look
So
like a
we go in
cross?
by
Or does that look like,
We go into City
one of
Hall,
those
City
things?
Hall. Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
So where is it? Will
where
you
we are
share
right
it?
now,
Okay, well
supposedly
you
in
can
front
go in
of
the
it.
building and I will listen to them. Meanwhile,
Yeah.
What's in the hall?
as
Yeah. So we
you're
and the City
So,
Hall.
DM, excuse me, I'm looking around and I give me an idea of like what I see. Is it crowded? Is there a lot of people? Are they wearing symbols? Are they wearing any amulets, tokens to their
oh,
gods?
today there seems to have been a poor catch. The people who are walking around are walking with hunched shoulders. You see disappointed wives inviting their husbands home, and disappointed husbands inviting their wives home, as all who were out fishing seem to have returned with empty nets. At that, Merkul, the dream that you had sort of erupts to the forefront of your thoughts. There's something strange about how everything is falling into place as if from the tales of a bard orchestrated in some story of which you were a main character. The townfolk are frustrated and prone to bickering. Everyone is in a bit of a bad mood. Somebody bumps into you, Onyx, and as they're passing, they look back and they just and continue walking. You don't see any
well,
holy
um,
symbols,
Ah,
but
what?
you do notice that mood of people around you.
So basically,
so
Shandad.
cynically, I take a swig out of my flask in self-reflection.
So basically, Shandad.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
so
right.
today it looks
Um,
like listening to people. The bad mood is because today was a poor catch. You hear
uh,
people talking about last week when there was a bountiful catch and they
does
were
it seem
so happy
suspect
and
to
excited.
anybody? Listen, does it seem suspect to anybody
Nah,
that there
take no,
is?
no, no. Take the questions after the DM talk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
sorry,
He
sorry.
have to he have to give the plot dump here,
Okay,
and then
okay.
afterwards you can do the questions.
Thanks, thanks. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, it is a hard thing to manage, even for me. to not talk over you all, but especially online is very difficult. So don't worry about it.
Sorry. Thanks. No,
Um,
I learn it. I learn it, and I appreciate your
Because
advice.
we have to take notes from what he's saying too. That's the
Yeah,
next
we
thing.
do.
yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, they speaking about last week when there was a bountiful catch and everybody celebrated with music and merriment at the snapping line.
Oh, the snapping alliance is somewhere that they had a good catch.
No, that's what they celebrate.
When they had a good catch last week, they were recalling the
There's the
celebrations at
tavern.
the slapping line. I'll put the name right down here. The snapping line, like a fishing line.
Oh,
When you say the name, when you said you're gonna put the name down,
I
In the
put it
chat.
in the chat.
yeah, because
In
we
the
have to
roll 20
actually
chat.
answer these kind of questions later at some point about the Salma house and the
I see.
snapping line
I see. We
there's
and the
have
other
people
a.
chats
not
in it. Is
not
this?
having a good catch. That's all part of this
I'm
quest.
writing something here, right? Is this a chat?
Yes.
But I'm not seeing nothing in it except like the top. I wonder if I'm not to the bottom. I wonder if it's okay.
No, you're not seeing
Okay,
Chris?
right. Okay, right. Okay. Yeah, this is what was happening. Okay, right. And now to the bottom of it. Right. Okay. Great. Great.
I would
Great.
love
Um,
afterwards, Andara. We could probably meet on a day when we don't have D&D, and we could share screens so I could see what's going on, and you could get some
yeah,
questions
and you
answered.
could also
Yeah.
look at YouTube and they will have people showing you how to use Roll20 on
Mm-hmm.
YouTube, all the buttons.
Yeah. So yeah, as that is what you see around you, Onyx. No holy symbols necessarily showing right now.
Mm.
However, roll insight for me, Onyx.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Would you like me to roll off?
Insight, please. Insight check.
Um,
So you look under the
I'm not
checks
really
section.
hearing you.
Roll
Um,
insight.
Insightful,
roll an insight check for me, please.
Is
insight.
the middle column where you see in acrobatics and
Oh,
athletics
okay.
and
I'm
stuff
not familiar with that. That's
inside.
why. Sorry. Thank
Yeah,
you.
it's a big long list of words.
Not 20.
Well,
What?
word.
At
Jesus
first, I
Christ!
thought you said an in fight. So that's why I was like, what? But now I get it.
Right.
Somebody is walking and you could see them mumbling to themselves. Their top three buttons are undone, exposing their hairy, sunburnt chest. Um, and as they walk in, they say, when the sea reaches its limits at the shore, so too does Procon's power. But out there in the sea today, didn't do we nothing good. Nothing good. Procon can't give we nothing, not even a little food for the week.
Progon.
Procan. Procan.
My breaths shorten and my chest rise and fall noticeably. There's a dark glow as my eyes follow him.
As that is occurring, you could look forward and see the city hall. Whoop whoop, wrong place. The city hall ahead of you, and
Cat.
it's what?
Cats.
Yeah, you could see the city hall ahead of you. Some well placed stonework. You have stone cunning, don't you?
Yes.
Wow.
It's impressive to
Oh.
you that these
Mm.
were hand laid stones. None of them were worked. The
Mm-hmm.
people who built this took their time to find the right stone to put into this location. Yeah.
Uh, I I look at it. I look at it in amazement. Like, you can always see good dwarven craftsmanship. Yeah.
Shiver me rocks
Yeah.
to pebbles.
Or
All right. So I
you like the
enter the
craftsmanship over there, do you?
yeah.
Ah, that's good. It's nice to see somebody who recognizes a little bit of dwarven craftsmanship. You
So,
know,
so what you're saying is all dwarves are masons,
no, but all of them do
or
have
all
a
dwarves
under.
are Freemasons.
Yeah.
No, but I think dwarves
I'll
do
be right
very
back, guys.
Okay.
good
Okay.
stonemanship.
No,
Yeah, they
I know,
have
I know.
a ability to
Like
It's
just
a
say these
advanced
things.
it's a nice feat.
stonemanship.
So yeah, the dwarf will pat you on the shoulder, and he will say, "Are you heading in there to get a little job?"
Oh no, I have something to collect from here.
Ah, well, if you go in there, Minister at Copperlocks is who you'll be wanting to speak to. She's the
Minister
one,
who?
Ministrad
Copper locks.
Copperlocks. She's the leader
Min-
of the newly established mining operations here. I thought that's what
mm,
you were here for, but I see now you're more dressed like a soldier.
yes, I am. I would. Yes, I am.
Well, there have been some goblins popping up in all of the mines. We could probably use some good fighting power. You should probably
Ah,
talk
that's
to. Did
sorry.
no? Did Did you forget your manners out there on the battlefield?
Sorry, I was just want to say we did. I suspected we were ambushed by some goblins on our way here, so it's probably the same goblins you're talking about.
Ah, yeah. They've got some heightened technology. Their crossbows shoot down nearly 300 feet. It's impressive, I say. Not that I ever thought I'd compliment a goblin.
Hmm. I see. Well, that is something I will investigate and deal with.
Oh, I. He says,
And snipers, yes.
yeah, they are deaf snipers. Uh,
They probably casting guidance bolt for real.
I am back.
Goblins with guided bolts,
Petty
boy.
talking shit. You're probably coasting, coasting guiding bolts.
Mhm.
Uh, okay,
Just
sorry.
now.
I'm here. Am I supposed to be doing something or are we just
Now,
waiting?
1 second, huh? The guy
Oh,
will
okay,
look
good.
out to you and he'll say, if you're looking for some good dwarvish fun, somebody who could drink as much as we can, you could find us over at the Wicker Goat.
The what?
The Wicker Goat.
Okay.
Oh
Wicker
wait, no.
Goat.
I want to ask him as well. Where's the empty net?
Why do you want to
I
go?
I want to ask him where the empty net is.
Why would you want
Chris,
to?
maybe it's best to turn off the background music. That is kind of getting
That's funny. I'm barely hearing it at all.
Y-
kind of loud on my end.
And yeah, I'm not hearing very clearly either, guys. Like you're not making out the words very
Mhm.
clearly. What's
So,
taking place?
why do you want to go over to the empty net? You know it's mostly criminals down there.
Uh, it's not really a choice, but I have to do it. I was asked by a friend to do a favor.
Ah, okay, well, it's over yonder there. And he'll point in this direction across the water. A lad like you looks like you could use a little dip.
Sure, appreciated. I will
Okay.
sample the local beer rum.
Uh, anyways, are we? So we inside City Hall right now.
Okay, yeah, if you all enter City Hall, you'll see at first just uh, conglomerate of red tape from side to side, people hustling, bustling, moving around, some other people doing absolutely nothing, papers being
Hmm.
stamped,
Hmm.
quills dancing across the top of parchment as people write out contracts, uh,
Hmm.
queues formed up in one side, people being moved from one queue to another, a staircase leading upstairs towards a balcony with open doors through which you can see a very well decorated room with
Wow.
bookshelves and the evening
Mm-hmm.
light shining through. The evening light suggesting that perhaps closing hours are coming up, which is why everybody is so diligently working to close things off for the day.
Mm. Right.
What you
Do I
saying is a
see?
pirate village have better government workers than Trinidad?
Oh well, who said this is a pirate village?
Yeah.
Huh?
Mm,
Oh
Huh?
shucks.
mm.
My mistake.
Ah.
A slip of the
Anywho,
tongue.
anywho's, I look for like someone who, like a receptionist or someone who can help me.
A woman is walking past with a stack of papers. You could get in her
Uh,
way easily to interrupt her.
yeah, I stop her and I ask her, um, who do I see about this? And I show her the note I have.
She rolls a 14 for her deck save to avoid dropping everything. And she says,
Hmm.
oh, oh, another one of those. Actually, the open house today. You can just head straight up the stairs, knock on the
Okay.
door, and you should probably see. Well, someone must be working there.
Okay.
Good
Sure.
luck, and welcome to Saltmarsh.
I say I thank her, and I say, all right, thank you, and have a good day as well, ma'am.
What this is beautiful.
Mhm. Right. So I follow her instruction and I go up the stairs to the thing.
I take another selfie.
Jesus.
In the room, you will see one woman. Let's open this up and share it with you guys. Why doesn't it share with you guys? Yes, you'll see this woman,
Hmm.
and as you enter, she will look up from a book that she's perusing and
Hmm.
says, "Ah, another one of these soldiers has arrived. My name
I
is
was like,
Ida Owland.
Ida. That's like,
Well,
good day.
do come
Good
in,
day, Miss Owland.
and a
Thank you
good
for
day
having
to
me.
you. Of course. Please have a seat.
I have a seat. I have, yeah. I pull a chair.
There's some hard candies in this bowl over there. You could help yourself to them. Butterscotch.
I, I, I tell her, no, thank you. No, thank you.
Are you
I
sure?
politely decline. As I guess. I
I.
politely decline.
You must have just arrived. Those
Mm,
butterscotches help when the salty air taints your tongue a little bit too much. But
yeah.
I respect your declination. And what is
Hmm.
your declaration, sir? Are the rest of you all in this room with you? With him?
Oh, definitely.
Cool. And to Janasi with us. Welcome,
Hmm.
welcome.
Hmm. I pull out and show her my note, and that I was sent here by the crown.
Ah, ah. Well, I see the king is doing his best to convert these people. I will tell you, sir. Where did you grow up? Was it in a big city, in a little village? What was it like?
Oh, I came from. I grew up in Waterdeep. It was a
Oh,
big city, very hustle and bustle lifestyle inside of there.
ah, you mightn't have been so lucky to have
Hmm.
been exposed to the sort of community that this coastal town has. Which ward of Waterdeep did you grow up in?
No crap.
Okay, so the Sea Ward and the Northern Ward are more of the high-end areas in Waterdeep. The
Uh-huh.
Dock Ward is one of the poorest area. The Field Ward is outside of the walls, and that is the poorest area. The Trade Ward would
I'll
be
go,
just for
Ladies
business.
water.
right. I'll go with the docks.
Ah, from the Dock Ward.
Hmm.
Wonderful,
Doc
wonderful.
ward.
Well, then Tell me this. Would you have liked it if those stiffs from the castle ward came down and told you how to live your life? Told you that you weren't allowed to have your windows open at certain hours? Do you think that would
I
be
would.
very fair?
Well, I'm pretty sure they must have their reasons. They're only looking out for us and probably out for our best interests.
Very good. I would like to believe that they have their reasons, and I hope that you're right. What is your name?
My name is Zach Zimoria.
Zimoria. Ah,
Mm.
Zimoria, Zimoria. Are you familiar with an alcove, Zimoria?
Wait, who?
Alcove?
No, I'm not.
Probably before your time. That's fine. Well,
Mhm.
and she takes the paper and she takes a quill, signs it, takes a stamp, stamps it, and she's going to pass her hand over it, and a bit of blue light will emit from her hand, and you see the letters dance as they lift off of the page, and they're
Mhm.
going to drop onto two other pages as they split. And she has created two copies of this
Mm.
document.
I have a question. The blue light is looking normal or like
Roll
magical?
Arcana for me if you'd like to know.
Okay.
18.
What?
18? Yes, it's
Yeah.
magical.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Okay.
as she does those copies, she invites the rest of the party to have a seat, and the rest of you all can can you, young lady, can you go and please get an F275 from downstairs for you and your friends? Four of them, actually. You there, young lady.
Me? Yeah, sure. No problem.
Yes,
Okay,
you.
I'll go. Okay, all right, I'll go. I go downstairs and I get her F1. What was 125?
75.
Okay, so you get a F what? A F1 what?
F175. Oh, sorry. My mistake. Ah, wrong paper.
And you return up with three copies of the incorrect documents. And as she sees it, she sighs and she says, "Thank you. Thank you very much, Miss. What is your name?
the, the, I think you just pronounced it different from how I would pronounce it though.
However you pronounce it is the correct way.
Okay, what, because I would pronounce it Darangia. I would.
All right,
Darangia.
Daranja. Thank
Yeah.
you, Mr. Daranja. And she will stand up, and for a woman as with whose skin is as topographically exciting as it is, she manages to walk with vigor out the
Mhm.
door as she asks you all to sit and wait for her. In
Okay.
the room, alone, you'll
Mhm.
could look around to see many different things, including a wide variety of scrolls. Um, you could see that there's a globe in the center. There's a map of Saltmarsh that you all could see as well. And
Could I check to see if there's anything magical around, or do
oh,
is it
there
just
are magical things around. In fact, as you look for magical things, you get a heavy sense to look up. And as you do, you'll see that there's a crystal ball with what looks like pupils and retina inside of it looking at you.
oh lovely? Okay.
Electrical security system.
Beautiful.
2.8.
Edna returns back to the room and puts down the papers and says, "Please fill out your names if you'll be in Saltmarsh. How long do you think you'll be here?" She's speaking to the
Couple
group in general.
Yeah, I'm thinking, for however
Probably a
long the
couple of
crown
days.
needs me here, I tell her. Could be a few months.
Okay, well, let's put you down for a month and then you can come back and renew this then.
Okay, sure.
Wonderful. And for the rest of you,
Yeah, some month seems reasonable.
wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. Well, of course, just for the filing fees, this will be 2 silver each.
Mm-hmm.
And you can pay this downstairs as she takes these papers. She asks everybody to sign their names.
Sure.
All right, so Zach will sign his name. Arangia, you sign your name as well?
Mm. I sign my name, but I sign it so scribbly that it could just literally be anything.
Okay. What about you, Merkul?
Yeah, I sign it just fine.
Mhm.
All right, and Onyx.
I sign my name.
Okay, cool. So she will give her own signature onto it, stamp them again, do the same magic to provide copies, give the copies to you all, and inform you all to go down to the desk with the.
Or better yet, I print an X because I can't read and write.
Okay, cool. When she sees the X, she's going to come towards you with what looks like an ink pad, and she holds it up
Fingerprint.
for you.
So I put a watery fingerprint on the paper.
Um, let's see what she does. Let me get a little rule from her. Ba-bum-bum,
uh,
ba-dum-bum-bum.
uh, I just put on your chat. I need chat. What Zach's signature would look like.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh yeah, she rolled a 3 for perception, so she allows that to happen. Good, Zach signature. All right.
Mhm.
Cool. So yes, you get through with that watery fingerprint there. Very cool. Good job. Um,
So
um,
Waterman signature.
yeah. And
Patrick E. Waterboy.
she takes these papers and gives them to you. Each one of you all will have 3 sheets, and she will tell you all
Mhm.
to go down the stairs, turn right, and you'll see a desk where
Uh,
somebody will be waiting to collect those behind a counter with a glass
all right.
separator.
All right, sure. Yeah, I follow those instructions. Head downstairs to the desk. Yes.
Um, as you're leaving, she will. One second. Yeah, as she's leaving, she will say, "May Procan, sailor of the sea and sky, deity of the sea and weather, watch
Mm.
over you ever vigilantly."
I
At the
told her like
corner of my ears, I hear gracious. I hear Onyx stoops
Does
I.
Onyx
quietly,
stoops?
surreptitiously.
I look
Onyx?
at Onyx. I look
Everybody,
at Onyx.
basically everybody
I
turns to Onyx
smile from ear to
immediately.
ear. I look at Onyx and smile from ear to ear.
Gusha, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you
Uh-huh.
hear what the woman told us?
Yeah.
What do you do? Do you react
She
to that?
no.
Okay.
Everyone is still for a moment. The
I just
characters would know why.
I look at
Yeah.
her. I just look at her and I'm just like, and same to you.
Yes, I more or less just say that. Like And
I just look at her and I'm like
Yes,
answering
ma'am.
to you
I
and
could
I
use
just
some of
nod.
that Procan luck.
I just nod. I just nod to her, like answering to you, but I just don't say it back. Just
Can I
nod to
get
her.
some of that Procan
Just,
luck in a
like
bottle? It could
just to
come in
return her
handy.
greeting. Just to return her greeting to her.
Do you say that out
Yes.
loud,
No.
Merkel?
Um, yes, because I would like to get Procan's luck in a bottle, actually. Like,
She
sincerely.
will inform you. Oh,
Typical
well,
what did you not see? A crab in a bucket.
then you could. We'll deal with that in a second. Well, you could do as little as putting some of your dinner, the best bits of it, into the ocean. A flower or two before you jump in. Just some mild offering to show the respect and appreciation for the sea and the good weather that we are having. Though the catch may have been poor today, tomorrow is another day.
mhm.
Much appreciated. I'm glad for that advice.
Crabs in a barrel. What an interesting turn of phrase. You know, I have noticed that crabs in a barrel act in a very unique way. But to hear it used rhetorically as you've used it is quite admirable. Are you a bard, a traveling bard, lady?
Hmm.
I'm a water
Bad Iowa.
genasi.
Yes,
Bad Iowa, George.
and your diction is so pronounced, and I must say that it is a joy to hear you speak. Are you a performer, a poet?
What
Onyx.
some may call performance, I call truth. But your
Ah.
words have moved me in ways I can't express. I hope
As
we
have
get to
yours
be
I,
moved
j-
me.
I
friends.
sorry. I
So,
just walked backwards out of the room slowly.
I sneak out of the room. With my good advice, beat a hasty retreat.
Ida is has been polite to you all. She's been helpful. Um, she didn't make fun of you all for getting the wrong documents. She was very
Right.
professional, but
Yep,
definitely
and
there was an
Oh,
air of discontent when you said that you were here for the king. Roll a insight for me, Alex.
Oh, okay.
oh.
Whew, 7.
Good. I thought it was going to be a 19.
Mhm,
Yeah, you notice everything that I said. You notice that there is something
Um.
uncomfortable that she found about you, either your choice, being a dwarf, or
mhm,
coming from the king, or being a
mhm,
soldier. Um, any of those things. You feel like something about you s- was unappealing to her.
mhm,
I. Hmm.
The deodorant was
Hmm.
too watery, man.
I don't know if you could choose to share that with me, because all about now,
The antiperspirant was too anti.
I am
mhm.
contemplating to my I am contemplating to myself, why did I not just ask about my sister? Because maybe she might be a little more,
Maybe.
receptive to us.
Hmm.
Maybe I
Yeah, I
should
just
just sneak back in and just ask her, slip into the door just then and just say, by chance, have you heard anything about a lost young woman?
You re enter the room to
Perhaps.
find it empty. At this point, working hours have ceased for her. You were the last group that she has seen. The orange glow of sunlight that's coming through the wall is now pointing more and more towards the
mhm,
ceiling
mhm,
as the sun is setting. People outside are looking to close off. So downstairs, guys, the table that you all were asked to, you could see
mhm.
that the lady who's working there is packing up her stuff.
I immediately somewhat kind of walk quickly towards her before she kind of leaves her post to give her the documents. I go like, is it a male or female?
It's a woman, human
I
woman,
go up to huh?
a human woman.
Okay. I go up to her. I was like, I'm sorry to be so late with this, miss, but can you please process my note? I'm so terribly sorry. We only just arrived in Saltmarsh today.
Roll persuasion. The rest of y'all see that this is happening. Would any of y'all like to help him persuade her?
Me,
Yes.
me.
All right,
I
cool.
would like
Roll
to
Yes.
with
persuade.
I will roll my precision. I will add it to him or
I,
whatever.
Yeah.
I, me.
Oh, okay.
How do we help her?
You give
So
me advantage. That's how it
yeah,
all
so
works.
by helping, you'll let him roll twice and take the higher roll.
Yeah.
So he
Okay.
takes the 15,
Uh,
and oh good, your persuasion was -2. That's tough.
yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
still 15, you rolled high. She looks at you and she could see uh, a fit dwarf ahead of her, fine beard, and a truly apologetic person. And
Uh,
your
Fine
kind words,
appreciation of
um,
stonework.
your kind words sort of convince her. She sees that it's just four of you. She says,
mm-hmm.
"Okay, okay, come quickly, come on."
Mm-hmm. Right.
If you'll hand her the documents, she'll give you all a receipt for each of them. You will get two
Mm-hmm.
receipts, Zach, because one of them is for your stipend. And she says, you'll have to come back at the end of every month to collect your stipend. The end of the
Mm-hmm.
next month, I think, is in, well, within a week. Until then, I'm so
Okay.
sorry you'll have to make do with the funds that you have. We have many good taverns
Okay.
around. Um, Other than that, you're welcome to rough it. However, there have been goblin attacks, so please do be
Mm-hmm.
careful.
Okay. Thank you very much. All right, and I'll take you up on that. I'll go to the tavern and see if I can find some other wood
Oh,
in the
I
meantime.
compliment her stonework before I leave.
what? She's a little bit confused about that as she was about to say, Pro car willing, you'll find a good place. My
Can I
stonework?
ask about Can I ask about my sister? Is there
Sure.
time? Could I quickly ask,
Clark,
have you by chance seen a young girl around resembling me?
Um,
I've lost my sister, and
so what do you look like right
I'm
now?
well right now. I kind of look like more of my human form. So my human form would take more of my sister's form. I'm not revealing my orc form at this point in time.
Are you wearing your
Is
sister's face?
is there any kind of potion or magical potion I could take? Is there any
nah, you
possibility
could
where
just
Is not
describe what your sister looks like to her.
is not
okay,
a magical potion. You need to take your owl of disguise made you look like the woman you want to look like. You can't look like
So are you
anybody
wearing
else.
your
It works
sister's face?
specifically for her. So is it your sister that you look like?
yeah, I just look like an older version of my sister, basically.
All right, cool. She says,
Okay.
like you. No, no, darling. I'm so sorry. But best of luck to you all. I really did. I I chose to help you all because I thought this would be quick. Is there anything else? There is a wrong answer.
No,
Thank you
no,
very
That's
much.
sorry.
the
I
We'll be
right
on a page.
one.
no, no,
Take care. Bye bye.
sorry to have taken so much of
Eagle.
your time.
Mm-mm.
No problem. And may the tides be in your favor. Good evening.
You
Tides.
too, you too.
Tides
Okay,
being
you too.
Let's walk softly to the tavern. I haven't and revive our flesh.
As she
Yeah,
says
I will
that,
I I agree.
each of
something to
y'all have
drink
heard
after the
about three
game.
different taverns. Zach would have heard about a dwarvish tavern. You know about the empty net, and y'all would also have heard about. Sorry, I'll remember the name shortly. The empty net and the snapping line. So there are three taverns that you all have heard about. Which shall you be going to?
Snapping lion.
Yeah.
Cool. So the snapping lion is actually the snapping line.
Oh, right, line, yeah.
Yeah.
Snapping line.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you all exit the town hall, you all will exit the way that you all came in.
Why we just so go to the closest one and then see which one we want to stay in?
Well, coincidentally,
What's the
that is the
closest one?
closest one,
Alright, cool. Yeah.
right?
Well, let's go.
So to the
If we don't like
north
it, we
of
move on.
that line in this direction um,
Mm-hmm.
is actually, well, Andara, you are ready. You are ready. You're
There.
already there.
Okay. Oops. Come over, guys.
Cool. So guys, you're going over to the snapping line.
Yep.
This is a popular inn and tavern built from the planks and hulls of half a dozen decommissioned fishing ships. Its decor is predictably nautical in theme, and its sleeping rooms are plain and comfortable renditions of a ship's cabin. As you all approach, the smell of fish has never been scrubbed from the walls, and those who stay the night there, you imagine that you will be steeped in the scent, which probably would last for a couple days. Sailors and fishers
That's
gather
probably a
here
good
to
thing.
trade stories and drink into the night. Uh, from inside, you will
As a whole,
hear, well, they built back a ship from broken down pieces. Now, of course, all of these pictures are just the pictures that I found that I thought best. Sorry, I didn't
that's
mean to show
cool.
you. Best match the description.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I
here
could
is the
raise my
snapping
hand to
line.
ask a question.
I.
Uh, hi, I could raise my hand and ask a question.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I meant yes. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, my question is, I'm not too sure how these things is go, but do we get like any 5 minutes break in between, or we go straight through, or
Well, generally we go straight through, but you could
how's
take a 5 minute break on your own, just like wander off.
Yeah.
okay, cool, all right, no problem. Just
All right.
finding out.
Yeah, no. So if you
Okay,
need to go get
I will
water,
meet
or you need to go to the toilet or something, you could just say
meet and
BRB
okay,
like that.
Be right back.
okay, cool, cool. All right, cool. Well, I will just mute while I eating, so you all won't hear me chew.
Okay.
Karen.
Cool. So
Yeah,
yes,
cool.
that is the snapping line.
Hmm. All right. I guess we enter the snap.
So
So
yeah,
y'all
I
want?
order a little bit of food and a drink.
So as you
I'm
enter the snapping
brooding.
line, you will hear. Sorry, Onyx. Go ahead.
Oh, oh wait, we haven't entered this yet. Okay. I'm brooding though, because I'm still thinking that the government is serving um another god, and it's
Okay.
quite upsetting to me
Mhm.
what I'm seeing here. So I'm sulky, sullen, and it's quite noticeable.
Well,
Yeah, but
it's
I
And
contend that is a very
I
good
asked her.
name of
I
a
asked.
god.
And Chris just saying that he wants the bottle Procon has just made me want to slap him. So yeah.
And I just I looked at Onyx and I'm like, is everything all right?
No, but it's like WD-40 is a very catchy name. Pro can. I mean, how could you doubt a god like that? He's a very proactive god.
Only only fools
This
judge
is
a
like
god by
sham
his
wow.
name
I
and
mean,
not his
it's how
deeds.
convenient. Like, I'm sold.
Only fools judge a
20
god by
minutes of
his
free.
name and not his deeds. A god that leaves empty nets. Let's
uh,
Happiness
revive our
today.
flesh.
the doors open and you find that your sulky mood is actually befitting of the environment. A sulky mood sort of is pasted across the brows of everyone inside of the snapping lion. The snapping lion is run by a young woman. You could hear someone call out, Hannah! Hannah! I want some of that lobster. the thing where you put the potatoes in the claw. Oh, Hannah, come on, girl. Can I pay you tomorrow?
Well,
Hannah,
lobster is probably the cheapest dish too.
yeah. Hannah looks up and she says, "You can pay me for tomorrow. For tomorrow's meal. For tonight, however, you'll be on your own. I see that you didn't catch much, but you know you could stand to lose the weight. Have a seat and sob with the rest of them."
Huh.
And it's like,
Kokan works in
oh.
a mysterious ways, girl.
As you
You
and
get a chance to lose weight.
as you're entering, you'll hear somebody defend Prokan and say, "And would you prefer a god who always has those nets laden? What then would become of the sea? One learns respect for nature when they find that sometimes it gives naught. Were it
Wow.
to always give, what spoilt children it would raise."
Hmm. Drown God.
How many men are at the bar? DM?
At the bar
Honorable
itself,
DM?
so when you look
Yeah,
around,
in the room.
so in the bar there are about 30 people. Those include both men and women of a variety of races. Very slim on dwarves, actually. There are no dwarves inside here. There are no water genasi either. There are humans, there are half elves, there are halflings. Um, there are gnomes. At the bar itself, there's seating for about 10 people on stools, and aside from that, there's small wooden tables, round tables, with about four chairs around each of them, and all of them are filled. You could see that there's some people standing up, and outside of the bar, there's a group of people standing, just like chatting, and on the tables, mostly you're seeing people playing cards.
Oh, okay. Okay. I go up to the bar counter and I just order myself a meal. I that lobster and potato thing sounds good. So I ordered that. How much that cost?
Yeah, I order some frog legs and
How,
snails.
how much gold do I have? Where do I find my gold?
So your code will be on your character sheet at the bottom of the first page.
Okay. It says GP next to it?
Yeah.
Yeah, GPS gold pieces.
Okay. Okay, sorry,
Or
Chris, go ahead.
All right.
no, you go ahead.
Okay.
You wanna go?
Bartend, how much for a loaf of bread?
A loaf
Ah,
of bread by itself. Wouldn't you like fish in there? Fried, steamed,
Just,
grilled?
just a loaf.
Just a loaf.
How much for a loaf of bread?
Two copper.
And how much
yeah.
would it serve?
One CP.
Well, it depends. She looks at you. What sort of physique do you have?
I'm a what's a genasi. I am
Are you very
medium built.
built? Okay, cool. Yes, she says, I think it would fill your tummy, but it won't arouse your senses.
Oh, well. Don't worry,
Yeah.
we'll rob the goblins later and we'll get back the money.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'll have 5 loaves of bread.
That's a lot of
And
bread.
yeah, and we could steal some copper wire while we're at it outside.
Yeah, so just to give you all a general idea
And
of
then,
lifestyle expenses, you could survive on one silver piece a day. But
Mhm,
that would be living in squalid conditions. With
mhm,
that, I would have your characters' morale very low. I would have it affect the way that you all interact with the world and the way people
mhm,
interact with you. It'll affect your health and your hygiene. For two
mhm,
silver pieces, your lifestyle would be poor. For one gold piece a day, modest. For two gold pieces a day, comfortable. For four gold pieces a day, wealthy. and for 10 GP minimum, aristocratic. You could survive wretchedly for for no money at all. But of course, this I would have affecting you.
Yeah.
So the bread and stuff would definitely meet your needs.
So the 5 loaves of bread and the lobster, are you able to make it into a dip?
Oh, yes, I like that. Do you drink alcohol? Can I use ale in the dip?
Certainly.
Ah, this is lovely. This is lovely. Well, I think
Come
that.
over, my friend. I'm calling to the guy that was trying to order. No hard-working sailor should ever go hungry.
Ah,
Hmm.
ah,
Hi, I'm back and I'm guessing everyone is ordering at the table, so I'll just join you guys and just jump in and have whatever you guys are having.
So is he coming? He comes over.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yes, so she will be able to, let me see, for that dip and everything. Yeah, everything would come up to 20 copper, which is like 2 silver pieces.
okay.
Yeah.
And yeah, she looks like she's excited to do this new thing that she never thought about. Lobster dip. That's so interesting. You take something wet, you make it dry, you make it wet, and then you dip something dry in it. I like this one. And
Yeah.
she puts it down, and you could smell the ale just over the hints of butter and bits of salt that she's added to this dip. And she says, now your senses shall be aroused. And that, I think, is the true purpose of food. Good berry would be enough otherwise, wouldn't it? The man comes and he sits now down next to yours.
I thank the cook, and when I eat the food and I taste it. Ah, this tastes amazing.
It does taste amazing. In fact, having eaten this, you will have advantage on one roll of your choice before you go to
Mm,
sleep.
okay.
So yes, you've become quite accustomed to soldiers' rations, and
Mm-hmm.
even though in ancient times they would have paid you all in salt, salt has been something that has been in poor supply for soldiers for a long time. Being in a coastal area, that is going to change, and you've gotten your first taste of it today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is a very stimulating dish that you're having, and it warms your body as you eat it. And
Mm-hmm.
she says, "Are you new to Salt? Are you new to Saltmarsh? You there,
Oh
sir?
yeah.
Are you new here?
Yes. Yes. I am new here.
Well, this one's on me. Is this the first tavern you've been to?
Yes.
Isn't it funny that it'll also be the last? We don't get a lot of dwarves in here, and I want to let you know that we treat dwarves well." And she puts down a mug of ale on the house.
I something about what she said. I want to roll insight if she
Mm,
what she's saying is true.
mm,
Roll it up.
mm.
Let me see.
21.
So she looks like she's happy to have said what she said. She looks like she's happy to give you ale. There are no
Mm-hmm.
dwarves here, however. And you did hear that the tavern that your dwarf compatriots suggested was called the Wicker Goat, not
Right.
the Snapping Line.
Yeah.
Could I help him in any way to get any kind of insight for him? Because that insight seems pretty low.
I
21?
mean 21.
And
21 is high.
okay, I seen the four, so I don't know. 21. Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
Four,
nah.
no.
Sorry,
Four
I'm
is my
mistaken.
bonus.
Check.
Four is my bonus.
Okay, okay,
You can
okay.
check the
All
drink
right,
to see if it
okay.
have Dwarven Sheltox in it.
I
Okay, because the way she say it, it
No,
sounds like
but
she's
that
gonna
might be
get it.
rude. That
Like,
might be rude.
yeah. Okay. Okay.
So
Okay.
I guess we have to smile and say thank you.
Yeah, I
Yes.
thank her very much.
Okay.
I
Okay.
thank her. So the wicked goat was the other tavern. Oh,
Chris, you have to order, huh?
Yeah, so I would just a decent dinner. Just yeah, nothing fancy, but enough to
Um,
yeah.
satisfy me.
uh,
I okay.
would you like the lobster claw and potato for 2 silver pieces?
I guess so, yeah. Why not?
All right, cool. Well, she prepares that for you. It looks like it's been pre-prepared in a large set of dishes in the back. So she plates it and hands it to you. The plating is like nothing fancy, but it's fairly clean plates, so that's pretty nice.
Mhm.
Alex, I
Yeah.
said advantage on a roll of your choice. I'm changing that to advantage on your next roll.
Okay, sure.
And that will be available to you as well. Very cool. When you eat your lobster claw and potatoes, you will get advantage on your next roll because it is just so lovely and warming, attractive.
Oh, thanks.
I drink the ale that was given to me very like slowly, like I sip it first. I sip the ale just to make sure. And then I see if anything goes wrong with my senses, just to be safe.
Well, nothing goes wrong with your senses. Some things are
Mm.
starting to go right with your senses as you slowly start to relax.
Interesting.
It's in a familiar way, in the familiar sort of way that you generally relax when you have something to drink.
Okay, sure. Okay, fine. Right after that, after well, since it's a familiar feeling that I'm accustomed with, I start drinking it like
You
normal.
thought it was weed.
I don't know if she give me a roofie, you know. I don't know if she roofie me, you know.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
No, it's good to check.
Did
It's good
any
to
of the
check.
other hungry sailors come to our table?
Definitely.
They are looking at you, but they're not sure if they're welcomed.
I thought I said I called them across. I'm sorry.
Oh, I heard called
So
him
I look across
across.
to them. I look across to them and I say, "We have enough to share. Let's eat until the plates are cleaned."
Okay, cool. With the 5 loaves of bread,
Or however else. I don't
yeah,
know how much it is,
four,
but you know.
yeah, 4 guys will come and sit down, filling
Hold
up the
up. Hold up.
seats.
Are we
So
able
that's
to
eight
gain?
silver pieces.
Hold
No,
up.
no, no.
Okay.
Why is she feeding everybody?
It's our choice.
She trying to
Why?
rope in her cut. She trying to rope them in, you
Why
know.
we have? Why we
Thank
have
you.
so much of bread though? Why we
DSS.
have so much of
Cause
bread?
she
Look,
buy,
the
cause she,
DSS.
cause she buy it. They are the
My bread.
customer. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Okay, so you were out of the room and you came in, right? So you
Yeah.
just said
Sorry.
in character, why are you feeding everybody?
Yeah. Yeah. No. 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 Sorry. Sorry. I just trying to catch up. Sorry.
No, no, no.
Sorry.
You're in character. You're in character. Let's flow with it. Let's flow with it. Let's play with it.
Oh. Oh. Okay. 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 All right. Yeah. 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 All right. All right.
My
Okay.
sweet, we do not go seeking without giving first. Now ask. Go, ask about your sister. Their bellies are full. Perhaps their tongues may be loosened.
Oh.
I look at Murloc and I'm like, Clark, this is boy.
Okay.
I thought she said it, boy. You know.
Oh,
Okay.
you don't tell a cow if they're feeding them for slaughter. She would never say that. Everything she thinks she does, you know.
Hey, I didn't tell that. I was talking to Murloc. Now you. My comment
Oh,
was
I'm
to him.
sorry.
Yeah, my comment was for him, not for you to hear.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. Hmm. You know what? These godly people, boy. Anyway, moving along.
Listen, go ask about your sister. Go
So do
ask
they
about your
respond?
Hold
sister.
up.
Do
See
the
if you
people
ever get a
respond?
Hi.
website.
Hi.
Has
Hi.
anybody actually seen her?
Hi. Has anybody seen slightly younger version of myself. Has anybody seen someone looking a bit like me but younger? A teenager or a younger girl around my teenager age, maybe 16, 17, kind of orangish hair. Yeah, no. Do we get? Does anyone see anything in the tavern
Uh,
around
they
my fellow
are
sailors?
they are swallowing down these pieces of bread. The dip has gone. The four pieces
Hmm?
of bread have also been eaten up. There was one that they left for you, assuming that it was for you. And within this tavern, these men look towards you now. What's that you say, lady? Oh, hello. I'm sorry. May I help you?
Hi. Good afternoon. Good night, sailors. How are you
It's a
all?
good night now.
And coming to the stage.
Hmm.
So tacky.
That's
Anyway,
out of character, sorry.
it is. Sorry. Okay, okay. Back in, back in, back in.
So they see you quiet there, and one of them says, don't be shy, girl. Just sit down with us. We can talk about your sister. Does she look like you?
Yes, she does. She's
Ah,
I
well,
am
that is
I
lovely. That is
as
lovely.
I see how he talks to her, I put myself closer to her to like kind of like a kind of bodyguard kind of position.
And
thank,
is this
thank
your
you.
brother over here?
This is
I am
actually
her
my
bodyguard.
bodyguard. This is actually my bodyguard. Thank you. So
Hmm.
this is
Oh, so
actually my
it's his
bodyguard.
job to just look at your body all day? Yes, that's it?
All day and got it.
Oh,
Right.
how much this job
Moving.
pay? How much you pay him?
Don't worry, I'm being paid very well.
Oh, I
Moving
never
along.
worry. I was
Moving along.
hungry and then I ate. There's nothing wrong. Everything works out. Everything works out. How much you pay people to watch your body?
Moving along. Moving along. Right. So
Hmm.
have you all seen my sister by chance? Has anyone
Some of
seen
the
my
others
sister?
who've been laughing at this guy's advances say, "You say she looks like you? We haven't seen anybody who looks like you
But a
ever.
bit younger?
You look
Okay.
younger. No, we have not been so fortunate to see anything like this before. And I've seen purple lightning flash and occupy the entire reflection of the black ocean on a crisp summer night. And I've still seen nothing as lovely as you.
Hold on, I just want to say something out of character here. Isn't Angara's character in a disguise? So the way so they're not because they would be what you looking for is not that no she's a human your sister's a human.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just go with the flow now. It was going good.
Okay, no, I'm just trying to I'm just trying to yeah battle
You mean you
icon.
want to see somebody jumping out the window just now?
Okay, go back in. Okay, all right, I understand now. Continue.
May possibly Jonathan Lincoln. My hair colors, my natural normal hair colors. My character because I have lots of crazy hair colors too. So maybe I don't know. It's going with
Another one
those.
will come up and say, forget about those folks. And he'll take your hand and lead you away. They're just trying to get into your pants. You said
Wait,
that you
he
have
took
a
her away.
problem.
He,
Yeah?
I'm still near her.
He ain't taking you on.
Okay. Well, I thought what the way I see him going, I put myself between him and her,
And
and I'm like, excuse me, sir. That's
he'll
as far as to go.
Mm.
he'll look left and he'll look right, and then he'll look down and say, "Oh, apologies." And he'll step around you and he says, "Yes, tell me about this. This person, this missing person that you're looking for?
Yes, I heard that there may be some people around here, and there may be a chance that I might find my sister. Do you know anywhere that I may find some information?
Well,
Maybe just a chance.
you're being a little vague. What do you mean you're missing your sister? Did she run away from home? Did she live in Saltmarsh? Is she a sailor?
She was taken from my home, and I was told that there was a certain kidnapping ring, and there were sailors involved in the kidnapping ring. And I was told I should investigate in this area. So
Pay
I
for that.
came here to find out more. But I don't know
Gonna
where
get us
else to
killed.
search.
You're gonna have to pay for that.
She's gonna get us killed. Get ready to fight, boys.
Oh boy.
So, and other people who are listening in are also looking a little bit heavy browed as you basically accuse their town of being associated with human trafficking. Yes?
Mm-hmm.
Then, my good lords of wind and water, when your nets are empty, you don't take mildly to starvation, but you change your course and conquer the ocean. A
You've
poor lost sister probably wandered from home. If you see anyone like her, just point us in that direction. We're sure she probably just wandered away, searching for lavender in the fields.
roll persuasion for me.
Lord, please help me. I'm
Irony.
using my inspiration. I'm using my inspiration.
Okay, cool. So you will
How
succeed
do I
here.
do that?
You'll just tell
She
me that you do. You succeed
Okay.
at persuading quite a variety of the people around, at distracting the attention of the blatant accusations that your new friend has made, and you've calmed down a situation that could have escalated a bit. And the guy in front of your character, Andara, he is going to say, well, we'll keep an eye out, but maybe don't go to somebody's home and accuse them of living in a den of human thieves. It's just a little bit crass. Furthermore,
Before he finishes, I stop him and I say, "Sir, no, no, no. I dare not ever accuse you, sir, nor any of these sailors here. This is but the thousandth rumor that I have followed for my sister. As she has shared, following lavender across a millions of fields is one of the rumors that I have followed looking for my dear sister. And I have followed many fields looking for her, and I will never stop. So again, please forgive me if I have dishonored you in any way. I am just here looking, and forgive me again, my dear sailors. Any rumor I hear, I just follow in hopes that I may find her. So please Look at my face, and if you see her, let me know. I will return yet again a year from now or so, and hopefully I will find her soon to come.
The mood gets a little bit somber until somebody, one of the men who was hitting on you from behind, yells out, "You know, I might need a reminder of that face in the morning if you'd like to stick around."
I just face palm.
And people start to laugh at it a little bit, and the guy says, "I'll keep an eye out, as will everybody here. Uh, Good luck to you, I suppose. What is your name,
I,
and where can I
I,
find you?"
I smile and I turn around and I actually put I turn the big veil down and I put my hair down so people don't have to feel as scared, and they hold the skies and my hair is down and I smile a bit so everyone feels a little more festive and the mood just lightens and everyone feels a little more airy and I smile and I laugh and everyone just laughs with me and they just
You're
continue,
gonna have to roll for
laughing.
that.
Yeah, let's see. Roll a little.
And,
You roll a little.
and we see how that goes.
To
Or
go into
roll it.
Mar-a-Lago and seize those documents from her.
Roll a performance for me, actually.
Okay, performance. Let me see. And we will go back in the chats. We will see how that went. I don't know how that went.
That went poorly. You rolled a 5. You do um, take down your hood. It doesn't make people laugh and join in with you. However, the room does laugh at that person's remark. Nobody seems to be feeling anything negative. But you have made your first impression on Saltmarsh. The man asks for your name.
And I give my name Rangia kindly and smile and sit down and order something to eat. That is not bread. And
That is
I
not bread.
frown.
Cool,
That
yeah,
is not bread, and I frown at Onyx.
You
cool.
frown on Onyx.
Yeah. Onyx,
Well,
why
honey,
you think?
Onyx has stepped away from you a little bit. She's hiding right now behind Chris.
Well, Onyx wouldn't have to notice for her to frown at you, so yeah. You
Okay.
successfully frown at Onyx to her aloofness. Yeah, the man thanks you for your name, and you go and you sit down, and you could probably get some grilled fish. You could get the lobster claw and potato. You could get potato stew by itself. How much money you're willing to spend is what they ask.
How much money I have? Do I
Well,
have money?
check your character sheet and let's see.
Both
Um,
Chris and
I trying
Alex
to
got
check to
the
see.
lobster and potatoes.
I trying to check how much money I have on the sheet and
It's not
other
important. Just pick
on
something
the
small.
other resources.
You're not going broke. You're not
I'm not
going broke
seeing
with it.
I'm not seeing anything on the other resources, so I don't actually have
Uh-huh.
any money. Was
Okay.
I
Yeah, so
supposed?
just check the two silver pieces, food, and move on.
Um.
Or one silver piece or three or whatever. You wouldn't go broke with it.
Okay, so just like put in two silver pieces as what
Sure,
happened.
sure. Because it's tiny. It's
Okay.
tiny. You're not going
All right.
broke from that.
All right. Okay. So just put other resources too and leave it at that.
So,
And we'll figure out afterwards how much gold we are allowed for level one.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Is it 50 gold pieces we are allowed as a level one, or is that not
Olana
true?
is based on your background. Let me just check her spy background and see how much money she would start with.
So
15
after
GP.
having
I'll put it in fair.
after having bought the sailors the food and the little distraction, I went one on one to try to find out if any of them serve my common god. Just trying to get vibes, not necessarily asking outright, but I would say something like, um, "May no storm ever know your name." That's a
Oh,
common phrase amongst the
of
Kranos
lines, well,
followers.
nice.
And who exactly is your god?
I sigh in and out of character. What was that
The
in?
god of the ocean, the god of storms and wisdom.
And what be his name?
Kranos.
Interesting a god to be called upon so many times by ye, yet his name not to be called once.
A god should never be known by his name, but by his actions and the fill of a man's net. And I smile.
For a man to count all the actions that a god befits it to bestow upon him would be too much for any man to contemplate. That is why the gods have gifted us with their names, that we may contemplate upon them and their actions.
Wow.
True. And you will find Kranos upon the end of your contemplation.
I think the time for my contemplation is long past, and Procan has come into Saltmarsh and provided so much. What Procan can't, I have yet to see. It's in his name.
His name.
God of the ocean and the water. May the seas ever be kind to us all.
May
That
the
sounds
seas
cool.
do as they befit the will of the gods.
Will of the gods. And I go to my next person to try to mingle. And I mingle throughout the crowd, keeping an ever steady eye on the bastard that said Proton's name.
Okay, cool. Anybody else doing anything else?
Oh,
Nope.
um,
Did I
I have a
wait, wait,
question.
wait?
I
Did
have a
I
question.
find anyone that knows or serves my god?
Not yet.
Okay, thank
Oh,
you.
you know what? Wait, there's one thing I want to ask them before they go.
Yeah.
I will just
Do
the guy in the best mood. I just want to ask him if he know anything about a secret way to get to the goblins.
DM, can I roll for it to see if I know
Where we do
anyone out there that's
so we
familiar with my god?
When you say no, if you've heard about them before coming here, or if you find somebody in the
Or
tavern,
find someone that may know someone, have an aunt or someone within the village that knows of my god.
you could ask explicitly and you'll get quick results.
Am I the only one here that recognizes the name of Kranos?
All right. See, roll 3d10 minus 4.
I don't know how to do that.
All right.
Okay, so I go to the dice
Mhm.
and I
roll
go
roll
When you see the
t10
d10, you'll
D10.
t10.
see some numbers in the row next to them. Go to
Oh,
3.
okay, so -4.
Just roll 3.
Go across.
Um, 3 of the d10s, and you can minus the 4 afterwards.
Like that.
Okay, I think I just did it. I'm not sure.
Yep.
So she have
25.
25 and you have -4 from that is 21.
All right. So that the 3d10. Oh, okay, cool. You had exploding dice, so because you rolled a 10 on the first one, it rolled an extra one, but it actually
Oh,
rolled a 8 that it shouldn't. So that's the exclamation mark there, which we wouldn't want. So yes, that is 16, 17. 17, 16, 15, 14, 13.
13.
Alrighty, cool.
Exploding dice.
Yeah, exploding dice with the exclamation mark. It means that if you roll a crit on any die, it'll roll an additional die. Yeah, it seems like there are one or two people who recognize the name, but not they're not followers. There's some of the people who playing cards, one of the gnomes at the bar, and Hannah herself. She does recognize the name Krenos.
Gnome.
Yes. Hannah asks, would you all be needing place to stay tonight?
I tell yes, we would like. I would like to accommodate.
Well, you could get a nice accommodation for maybe 5 silver. You could get maybe one of the smellier rooms for one. In fact, I could probably get a room for all four of you for 1 gold and 5 silver.
How many silvers are in a gold? I'm sorry.
And
It's,
Okay.
it goes
Oh
up and
yeah,
down.
so I wanted to ask that thing, right? Remember saying if any of those guys know a secret way that we
Um,
could get to those goblins without having to cross the river.
a secret way without crossing the river to get to the goblins who are across the river. Yes, yes. I guess that you could, well, uh, perhaps you could head south, traverse through the sea, around the entire world, come back on the other side of the river, and you wouldn't have had to cross it. Aside from that,
Oh,
just use the bridge, man.
the bridge. All
Yeah.
right, cool, excellent.
At that, would you all like to share the room for 1 gold, 5 silver?
Sure.
How you all splitting that cost?
Yeah, that's fine.
How you all gonna split it? Who will pay how much? Because you all will have to be subtracting from your character sheets.
Sorry, how much to subtract?
We
So
yeah,
basically,
between us.
is 15 silver. But it's not 15
Okay,
silver each.
30?
It's for the entire party. 15 silver will get you all like a really nice cheap room.
right. I was trying to figure out
So
how to
what we're
do
trying to
that
figure out
anyway.
is how much money will each person spend.
Let's just split it down
Pulls up
in the middle.
calculator, I guess. But
She says she looks at you all and see that you're having problems. Says, "I can fix this
70.
problem," and she gives you all a candle. And she said, "This is filled with coastal lavender oil. It will make the smell a little bit better, and it's 5 silver. Now, hooray! You all can split it evenly. 5 silver each, and you'll get this room."
okay,
Cool. So everybody subtract 5 silver from your character sheets. If you'll
yep,
have only any gold, take away 1 gold and add five to your silver pieces.
yep.
um
So Andara, you would have uh, let's go back to character sheets.
Okay.
Yes, Andara, you would see that you have 15 gold. So turn that 15 into 14, and then where there's SP, add 5. You also spent 2 of those 5 on your lobster dish. So put 3 on the SP and 14 on the GP.
wow, that okay, 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 okay.
How much did I spend on my meal? Sorry.
You
Two as
spent
well?
2 copper for each of the loaves of bread.
Chris, just give me a second. I'm just gonna jot that down because I have
I'll
a
just do it for you.
moment finding it. Oh, okay, thanks. But I'll keep a paper so next time I'll write it down and then put it myself, right?
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah,
yeah.
you spent 2 copper for each of your pieces of bread, and the lobster dip was 1 silver piece. And there are 10 copper in a silver piece. So
So 4.
mhm.
And then I will be left with
Okay, and that will be our end of tonight's session. You all have succeeded at your main mission of getting to Saltmarsh, but I wouldn't call you all too settled in yet. You did find a
Yeah.
place to sleep, so you all will see over here. You still have to settle into Saltmarsh, yeah,
Yeah.
and yeah, nothing else was really accomplished there necessarily. Um, but good job, everybody. Uh, please feel free to give me feedback if you think that we could improve the game for you in any way. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, Darren, if you're still there, boy, you should join us next week if you could. So I gave you all the hint of a fight. No fighting was done today. It was a good opening session just to get
Yep.
characters in. But do go through your character sheets and prepare for fighting shortly.
I thought we
Yeah.
were
What?
gonna have to fight for the with the sailors for a minute there.
I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be a
Never know.
puzzle. I thought it was gonna be a puzzle when we went into the house. I wanted the puzzle. That's why I went into the house. I was the puzzle. That's why I didn't do the fight. I thought we were going to go into a puzzle. So that's why I wanted to do the puzzle. I'm so sorry. We should
I
have
don't
done
think
the
anybody is
fight.
bothered by what you did.
Oh my gosh.
It was a good
Oh.
game, guys.
That
I
was
think
good.
I thought everyone was
Oh.
really creative
Mm-hmm.
and
Oh.
kept the story flowing.
And
Lovely.
then and then the religion thing was bad up until the end, and then she was so cool with the religion, and then I was like, crap, I should have go with it, and then it was like Kronos, and then it was like this whole cool ocean religion thing, and I was like, oh man, oh god, oh
I
okay,
think
all right,
she's gushing over your creative
yeah,
prowess, Gersha.
Oh,
that was
you mean
that,
for Kranos?
and yeah, that was amazing, and
You'll come
I
to
was
Kranos
yeah,
yet. Kranos will
that
help
was
you find your sister.
yeah,
He really
that was
will.
yeah, that was
Not
that
if
was
Procan does
that
first.
rocked. That
Ah.
rocked. And like
The
I
plot
could
was
just tell
taken.
you and get like a whole description of what was going on there.
I already given points to Procan because he
I was
has the
rocked.
catchiest name.
I was
What's wrong with you?
rocked. I
You're
was
a
like,
water genasi. You
Procan.
are a water genasi. I am a water
And what does
genasi.
But
what does
Genasi
cans have in it?
under
no, I
Kranos.
don't understand. That is an argument out of character because
I
Procan
am a freshwater
is a
genasi.
deity of the sea. So if
You
he's
are
a
a
water
saltwater
genasi,
genasi.
it
I
actually
am a
makes sense.
freshwater genasi.
oh my
It
No,
actually
god.
makes
it's
sense for
not
him to.
out of character.
I was
Anyone that does not follow Kranos is wrong on some level.
Yes,
I
but
was
not
Darling,
I
I
take
do not
things
but
grant.
not because
personally.
he's a
Darling, this
water
My
genasi
character
genasi.
does
takes
not
it.
grant wishes.
My character takes it personally whenever
Gersha,
anyone does not believe in
Gersha,
Kranos.
I
No, no, I just,
apologize.
this is why I
I
said out of character
apologize.
to let you
I
understand in case
apologize.
you didn't
I was
know that Procan
yeah.
is a
I
god of the
apologize.
sea as well.
Oh
So,
no,
I
no,
Andara,
I
no
know
one's
he's the god
hearing
of the
you.
sea.
I
That's
wasn't
I
why
I
I
I
wasn't
only
trust
listening to the
worship
whole
Kranos.
description. I
lagoon
wasn't
Andara,
listening
no
to
gods.
the
one's
whole
My
listening
dear,
to
description.
you right now.
Yeah, I
lagoon
went to that
gods.
whole description.
Honorable
Okay,
DM,
okay.
have your attention.
I
um,
know he's
So I'm gonna research that as Kranos, Cran.
No,
Okay, thank you.
Kerenos. And he'll
She
help
not
you find
researching
your
nothing.
sister. You need to convert so you can find your sister.
Okay, spell that
Um,
slower.
I love it.
K
Keranos. Honorable DM, I understand Procron was a deity of the sea as well because that's when they brought up Procon. I was, I kind of brushed it off as they're both gods of of storm.
yeah. I was just making sure.
Yeah,
I'm learning
I was just
so
making
much
sure out of
yeah,
stuff.
character
yeah,
you knew.
Guys, thank
yeah.
you. Gersha, you rock, girl. Thank
You
you. Oh
rock
my
too.
gosh.
You rock too. You'll
I'm
rock
loving
more
this.
when you become a follower of Kranos.
I'm loving this. I'm
Because
loving
you
this.
see that bird you have there?
I'm loving
Your
this.
bird is gonna kick ass in this mission. I know
I'm
it.
loving this.
I know it. And Kranos will watch over us.
Cool guys.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's it for today's session. I'll head out, but y'all could feel free to stay on Discord and chat if you like. A lot of
Yeah,
people do that. I don't, cause like I already do enough
um,
D&D in
yeah.
Yeah.
for today.
Guys,
Sure,
thank you
sure.
so
the
much
It
for
was
all your
really
work
good. We
and
really
Thanks,
enjoyed
putting
it,
Chris.
huh?
together.
The
Everything was quite
creativity,
well done.
especially seeing the movements and the detail in the map.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks a lot,
Yeah, no
It was
Jonathan.
problem.
yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Till
Mm-hmm.
next week,
It was
guys.
it was great. It was
Bye,
great.
guys.
Good
Laters.
Yeah,
night.
Night.
take care.
Bye.
Yes.
Bye.
I'm super tired from work, so I'm going. I'm going. But good night, guys.
Good night.
Good
Yeah, take
night.
Bye.
care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.